I forgot where I muted. Hello, hello, hello. Hold on, let me move my mic. I remember I had my mic in a weird spot when I was soldering, so... Yeah. Oh, chatting always gone. There we go. There you guys are. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome on, welcome in, welcome everyone. Should wait for people to come on in, chill out, hang out, you know, that sort of shit. Another week done. Another week done. Another stream for my dumbass, but here we are. Once again, in the fray. I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest with you guys. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, but welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. And I got a few cool things to talk about today, especially my HF space clone. Yay, that's good, that's good. I think HF spaces are basically just like, you know, I feel like code spaces in Git where you could just like have the stuff in there and then you open up the website for like running it and it just runs it. I don't know, it's like running it on Hugging Face's servers if I remember correctly. I know with code spaces you could just like open up a VS Code editor and you could just straight up edit the GitHub repository from that cloud code editor. It's pretty cool. But yeah. Hopefully everyone's doing well this weekend. I did a lot of work. I got exhausted. I'm done with a few things. You know, I'm still going through a bunch of things. A lot of life, and stuff to worry about. But we're not really talking about that today. You know, hopefully you guys had a good week, though. Let's see here. As you can tell, I'm a bit scatterbrained because I am always scatterbrained, like you guys know. There's a few things I do want to talk about, like I said previously. So, first thing is regarding AI. There's a lot of stuff happening in the realm of AI recently. Whether it'd be people predicting your ability to for predicting your next move, essentially. Fucking Joseph Joestar looking ass. Your next move is yeah, the fucking light LLM having a supply chain attack, the 50th one in the past few months. It's almost like supply chain attacks becoming more common nowadays. Who knows? But then there's also this new fucking quanting method. I'll explain what that is. And people are thinking the RAM prices are going down now. It's crazy. This is probably gonna be a more tech-focused stream, to be honest, like the good old days. Been a while since I've done a stream of just like yapping about articles and talking in general, because I've just been so busy with life and shit. It's just like, you know, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna solder a Game Boy, I'm gonna solder a 3DS. Who fucking cares, you know? Also, by the way, the 3DS did get fixed. I just put the cable in the wrong spot. And I put the cable in the right spot, and I also secured it with some Captain tape. The console works perfectly fine. Now has a Type-C port. It's beautiful. I like it a lot. So that's another mod successful, which is great. I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to show that last time, but, you know, we ball. So, nevertheless, let's, first let me run this ad break, otherwise it's gonna fucking... Otherwise it's gonna skewer me in Twitch. Time to containerize everything, make the OS tighter than submarines. Dude, like... I don't even know what the fuck you can do at this point. Like, you're installing the program. You're gonna, like, sandbox everything like Apple does. You're gonna, like, make every app sandbox, A can't access me. I mean, that's secure, right? It's very secure, actually. But, I don't know. I don't think it's realistic, because you still gotta give access to the rest of the file system. But no, you just give access to specific files that can't access... Oh god. I know Dino has like that permission model, which is pretty good. I used Dino for y'alls when I was working on it. Now I'm not anymore. But yeah, Dino has a good security model, as long as you don't ignore all of the security concerns. See, that's the thing. The weakest link isn't the software. The weakest link is the developer using the software, you see? Oh man. But yeah, so let's get started. That's my webcam. Also, I did mod another Game Boy board. If you guys want to see, let me know what you think. But I modded you remember this? I got like 2 Game Boys, I think, after I broke the first one. So I modded the second Game Boy board. I replaced like a few components, and I replaced with the USB-C port. So, you know, now I have a viable board if I ever want to make another Game Boy. Papers, Please OS edition. Exactly. You need to submit your fucking security papers every time you want to access a file. It's gonna be so cooked. Even if you want to access the temp directory, it's just not possible. Oh shit. Okay. So I'm a bit sniffly today. Spring is starting up and allergies are starting to come about. So yeah, just if you don't mind, I am gonna be sniffing a lot this stream. Probably. I don't fucking know, man. But yeah, let's see here. Oh, do I have my iPad? Damn it. I need to get my iPad. But I'll show you guys what we're looking at in a second. Where the fuck? Here. Perfect. Okay. I'll keep this here. I'm gonna get my iPad. Give me... Actually, fuck it. I'm running the ad break now. I'll get my iPad. I'll get set up. Give me a second. Okay, that should run... Hello? Okay, good. We're good. Alright, thank you. Okay. We good, we good. We good, we chill. We vibes. Hey Tyler, how you doing? What's up? Welcome, welcome. I gotta fix those sub badges. They're like really old. They're actually older than I started this channel. So... Oh no, it's fucking low battery. No, don't die on me, iPad. No. You're not dying to... Uh-oh. Okay, we're good, I think. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Hey, how you doing though, Tyler? Welcome in. Oh yeah, I was gonna. That's what I forgot to. Dude, my mind is so scatterbrained because of my fucking surgery rotation. I was good. Went scuba diving for the first time today. Currently, went, oh fuck yeah, hell yeah, good shit. Scuba diving's fun. Yeah, I haven't fully. I've done snorkeling, but I haven't done scuba diving. Probably because like I am way too busy to do scuba diving in like any way, shape, or form. But we don't talk about that. Oh yeah. Speaking of stuff, I saw a bunch of robotic surgeries, and I also saw a bunch of wound changes this week. That was fun. I saw a lung get removed using the surgery robot. So that's fucking awesome. It's so cool to see. Like they were like inside the lung and they were like severing it off because there's a nodule there. It's fucking crazy shit. But yeah, I am just trying to get through it at this point. Like I'm not really trying anything. I'm just trying to get through. Do you take the lung home? No, you can't do that, Tyler. That's not allowed. You don't just take someone's lung in a plastic bag and take it home with you. What do you mean, bruh? What? You don't do that? Why would you take someone's lung with you? Man. Oh my god. Fuck. No, but like... I also saw cancer excision. So I saw cancer getting taken out from the breast. I saw melanoma get excised and sutured back together because you take it out and then you sew it back up and call shit, you know. So yeah, that was fun. But let me just pull up my notes. Here we go. Perfect. You not want to see my surgery notes? I've shown you those like 50 million times. Okay. But yeah, there's something cool I did want to show you guys. Oh, stop playing dumbass. So basically, oh, I am too fat. Holy shit, why am I so big? I'm just seeing One Tree Hill with the dog and heart transplant. I have, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Tangents, I've started early. What the fuck is One Tree Hill? TV series. Oh god. The dog and the, what if I want my dog to have a tasty treat? 10 out of 10? Okay. I'll look at it. I'm watching The Pit right now, but I probably should not be watching The Pit because it's literally just my job, and I don't want to see my job. Especially right now. Look it up on YouTube. Okay, I can take a look. What's this? Just the one scene. Is it safe for stream is the question I want to ask. Why do I have 1 hour of bug music on my suggested? The fuck? One Tree Hill, Hearts, oh, okay, cool. So we're chilling. Oh, I saw the. Okay, I know what you're talking. No, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, I know what this is. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me pause the music. All right. I'll just sit. Oh my god, I've seen this before.
Nurse Henderson admitting. Nurse Henderson.
No, bruh. The dog just steals the fucking heart. Oh. Oh my, that face, bro. That face is exactly what I think of when my new heart gets stolen, guys. See, that dog gets a heart. Why can't mine get a... I don't know. Just don't take fucking samples that's supposed to be sent to pathology. I don't know. If you want to look at samples, then go to pathology. The fucking surgery team will send the samples to you or some shit. Don't fucking... What is with my chat, bro? Why is it like, oh yeah, here's the lug, I'll take it. Alright, so I guess we'll save the AI thing, or sorry, the this fucking shit for later. We can look at the light LLM stuff because you guys are interested in that, so let's look at this. Oh god. Oh yeah, there's another one, Mephi. There's more Python factors being fucking compromised. Okay, so... Oh man. Alright, so we got our average Twitter post for engagement, the one that looks like a fucking LinkedIn post. We could read this if you want. Someone just poisoned the Python package. Oh, sorry. Let me get my mic closer. Let me get my mic closer for you guys. You read the fucking ASMR Twitter read. Sorry. Let me lower my mic. Okay. So ASMR Twitter read. Someone just poisoned the Python package that manages AI API keys for NASA, Netflix, Stripe, and NVIDIA. 97 million downloads in a month, and a simple pip install was enough to steal everything on your machine. The attacker picked the one package whose job is holding every AI credential of the organization in one place. OpenAI keys, Anthropic keys, Google keys, Amazon keys, all routed through one proxy, all compromised at once. You see where it's going here, guys? The poisoned version was published straight to PyPy. No code on GitHub, no release tag, no review, just a file that Python runs automatically on startup. You didn't need to import it, you didn't need to call it. The malware fired the second package existed on your machine. The attacker vibe coded it. The malware was so sloppy that it crashed. Computers used so much RAM a developer had noticed their machine dying and investigated. They found the Light LLM had been pulled in through an Cursor MCP plugin they didn't even know they had. I can't read anymore of this in the ASMR voice. I'm actually gonna fucking cringe, so I'm gonna read it normally. Okay, anyways. So, this is all bullshit. This all looks like bullshit, by the way. I'm just gonna look up an article. Hold on. Right, LLM supply. Do you guys want the ASMR tech article read? I can do it for you guys. I don't mind. It's just... I'm dying on here. Okay, so here we go. Light LLM themselves made a fucking report. Let's look at this instead. God damn it, dude. All right. All right, so here's what happened. Security updates, suspected supply chain incident. If any of you guys in chat want to tell me what the fuck happened, please let me know. But the TLDR is the compromised PyPy packages were these versions of Light LLM. They've been removed. We believe the compromise originated from the Trivy dependency used in our CI/CD security scanning workflow. So it's not Light LLM, it's their own fucking automation pipeline. So blah, blah, blah. So they're pausing everything. So the Light LLM AI gateway is investigating a suspected supply chain attack involving unauthorized PyPy package publishes. The maintainer's PyPy account may have been compromised. We believe the incident might have been linked to the broader Trivy security compromise in which stolen credentials were used to gain unauthorized access. The following Light LLM versions published were impacted. The attacker bypassed CI/CD workflows and just upload directly to PyPy. Okay. All right, easy enough. This is just average security shit. We've gone through cybersecurity stuff on this channel before. Supply chain attacks are very simple, right? You have a product and then you have a dependency that product depends on, right? What could be better than getting a security breach from a security app? I know, right? It's perfect. It's like Notepad++ when they had their own fucking distribution pipeline get completely cooked because the Chinese state Chinese state hackers were actually running that pipeline and compromised the side. Yeah, that was fun. Oh my god. But yeah, so the Light LLM, yeah, okay, so let's look at what Trivy is. Oh god, it's dark. Gee. Ah, my eyes. Ow. Fuck. Oh my god. You are okay. Listen. Article writers, for the love of all that is fucking holy, put your shit in dark mode. Like, seriously, like, if you're trying to read this shit at nighttime, it's gonna blind you. It actually blinds me. I have the lights on, I have nightlight mode on, and this fucking white background blinds the ever-loving shit out of me. I hate light mode in every way, shape, and form. Fuck light mode. Terrible, terrible ass page design. Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry. Anyways. What is Trivy? Let's look this up first. Trivy! Oh, God. Aqua Trivy. Well, that explains why it's from Aqua. The all-in-one security scanner, so it finds vulnerabilities and misconfigurations. Okay, I guess that's what Mephi was going on. Yeah, it finds vulnerabilities. Totally finds vulnerabilities. This definitely it totally finds vulnerabilities, guys. Doesn't put them in. Oh my fucking god, dude. This is insane, man. That's like just a slap in the face. It's like remember the CrowdStrike thing last year? What was it a couple years ago? Wait, when was I? No, sorry. Oh my god, boards. Jesus Christ, my old boards were last year. How it feels like I've aged 5 years instead of 1. But no. So if you guys remember CrowdStrike, when it died, every single bit of Enterprise Windows just completely died with it, and that was like that tanked the stock for so long. Let me see what CrowdStrike became. Stocks. Make up a stock website. That's perfect. Google Finance. And then what the ever-loving fuck is this? All right, let's see. So CrowdStrike. Okay, so let's look at the yearly profile. That didn't really crater that much. Like, it dipped around the instant, and then it's like still low, I guess. I don't fucking know. CrowdStrike is interesting though. Okay, anyways. But yeah, so that's the security. So let's look at the actual security breach here. RPG item description. A tool that finds vulnerabilities. Note there's a tiny chance it makes new. Yep, pretty much. Makes sense, guys. Makes sense. Jesus, fuck, I hate allergies. Anyway, so let's look at this. So, okay, you guys want me to read this in the ASMR voice again, or do you not? Actually, you know what? We'll go back to the Twitter post to look at what we can get from that versus this. All right, so let's see what happened. As always, you look at the start of the chart here. This is basically like a fucking medical chart. You always look at the beginning. Okay, so initial post, what happened? March 19th, the threat actor used compromised credentials to publish malicious releases of Trivy version, whatever. Well, along with Trivy actions that have Trivy. So, oh, well, this is a new supply chain attack. This is a new one, guys. This is another one. Bro, I heard there's so many supply chain attacks. I fucking wonder why. While this activity initially appeared to be an isolated event, it was the result of a broader multi-stage supply chain attack. All right, timeline. Late February. Oh god, we're going way far back. Attackers exploit a misconfiguration in the actions environment, extracting an access token and going into the repository. The Trivy team disclosed the earlier incident and executed credential rotation. Subsequent investigation revealed that the rotation was not fully comprehensive. Oh god, some junior dev is fired right here. That is not good. The attacker force pushed a bunch of version tags and redirecting trusted references to malicious commits. The Trivy team identified and confirmed the attack on March 19th, and then they fixed it. That is pretty fucking easy. So basically, Light LLM used this shit for enforcing its security for CVEs within the code, probably because Olama had like 10 out of 10 CVEs, and then Light LLM got compromised because the security thing got compromised by something else, because some junior dev forgot to rotate their keys properly after them getting leaked, and now we had this shit happen. Back in the 90s, we shared floppy disks. Every trip to the Freds, dude, would new viruses on our PC. Oh my god, the 90s and the 2000s specifically, because I wasn't alive in the 90s. The 2000s were the craziest things, right? They were some like, what would be called? Like steampunk era of tech, where you got like, you know, old shit but it simultaneously feels new. Like nowadays we're in like this materialistic area of tech where everything is trying to look attractive, everything's trying to look minimal. In the 2000s, everything was big, bulky, chunky. It's like a whole what do I call it? It's like a whole era that just shifted. I feel like the entire transition happened with phones as they become like more slim, as they become easier to use, as people start consolidating ways to work with phones and most brick devices, that we kind of lost the originality aspect that made the 2000s so cool. That's what I feel, right? That's what I feel happened here. Nevertheless, so just as a shorthand, I'm just gonna draw out what exactly happened here, because this is a pretty simple supply chain attack, but might as well draw it out so you guys can understand, so you guys who don't know can understand. If my iPad could ever launch, that would be fucking amazing, guys. Do you guys know of an open source app that allows me to use AirPlay on Windows? If you guys do, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to switch from fucking 5K player to this shit. Because, like, this thing, I think, is giving me ads whenever I connect my phone to my PC. It's like, new AI video player or editor. I'm like, I use Premiere, fuck you. I mean, Premiere is no better. It's using Adobe, but it's better than fucking AI video editor, you know? Alright, so this is... Oh, what did I just do? Oh, fuck though. I guess that works, but I do want this. Okay. Then we want to change this to this. Boop, bop, beep. Damn, we're done. Okay, sweet. So... here's my beautiful iPad, as you guys know. So we're gonna write down what exactly happened with the supply chain attack. So light LLM supply chain, right? This is the supply chain attack. First, we start with how do we start? We start with the CI/CD pipeline. Okay, so let's first start with the light LLM in the middle. Okay, then we go down to malicious injection, malicious dependency, and then this releases malicious package. Pretty simple, right? Malicious package due to malicious dependency upon the build step, right? So now we're gonna go into the malicious dependency, okay? So this is Trivy, right? So Trivy runs CI/CD. So CI/CD, again, is just the ability to run things automatically. It's using a cloud PC to run a set of build steps, and then it does something based on that. That's all it is. So Trivy CI/CD runs, then malicious actors steal a key, right? So key stolen. Then the key gets stolen. The malicious step gets published. And that's pretty much what happened. So this was mainly just the fault of the fact that the key was still present and the authentication forced these malicious dependencies to be published, which fucking sucks. And that's the light LLM supply chain attack in a nutshell. Very easy to understand. Very ironic considering Trivy is a security software, but you know, we ball. All right. So yeah, that's that. Very simple and straightforward stuff. Fun, 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 fun. All right. Now let's read the rest of this Twitter post. I want to read this. Okay. So. All right. Okay. I talked about Team PCP. Oh, no, I didn't. All right. Okay. So, yes. So we stopped at the MCP plugin. So let's see if we can figure out the entire breach based on this. Okay. So that crash is the only reason thousands of companies aren't fully exfiltrated right now. If the code had been cleaner, nobody notices for weeks, maybe months. The attack chain is the part that gets worse every sentence. Team PCP compromised Trivy first, a security scanning tool. On March 19th, the Light LLM used Trivy in its own CI pipeline, so the stolen credentials from the security product were used to hijack the AI product that holds your other credentials. Then they hit GitHub Actions, then Docker Hub, then NPM, then OpenVSX. 5 package ecosystems in 2 weeks, each breach giving them the credentials to unlock the next one. The payload was 3 stages. Harvest every SSH key, cloud token, Kubernetes secret, crypto wallet, and .env file. Deploy privilege containers across every node in the cluster. Install a persistent backdoor waiting for new instructions. Team PCP post on Telegram after. Many of your favorite security tools and open source products will be targeted in the months to come. Every AI agent, copilot, and internal tool your company shipped this year runs on hundreds of packages exactly like this one. Nobody chose to install Light LLM on a developer's machine. It came as a dependency of a plugin. One compromised maintainer account turned the entire trust chain into a credential harvesting operation. Dude, these tweets are so ass, bro. There's nothing about the tweet until you go about here. This is what talks about the fucking security breach. Everything else is just fluff. So Elon can see it and be like, oh, this guy gets money. Fuck you. These are stupid ass long form tweet. At Grok Summary. Where is the at Grok is this true? Found it. Fuck you. I fucking hate this shit, bro. Just say it. It's Twitter. Say it like it is. Oh, like, okay, here's Andre. Oh god, there's still more. Okay, pip install Light LLM was enough to exfiltrate all that shit. 97 million downloads per month. It was up for an hour. Supply chain attacks are the scariest thing imaginable. Dude, these things fucking happen every month at this point. Mostly on NPM, let's be real. The only reason Andres is saying that there's the scariest thing imaginable is because it's hitting his fucking neck of the woods. This has happened in web dev since the beginning of time, bro. Like, everybody's had this shit happen to them. It's crazy. Jesus Christ. All right. But yeah, that's the security breach. I don't know. What do you guys think of the fact that the entire supply chain just got breached on this fucking simple system? I don't know. So much stuff. Okay. But yeah, that's that. Pretty chill stuff, you know? Again, as I said before, I love cybersecurity. It's always fun to look at. Oh wow, this is a thing too. Yeah, let me get some water. Honestly, the soft voice is way easier than like me talking normally because I need less water and it takes less power to actually push my voice across the mic. If you guys think I'm too loud, first of all, fuck you, and second of all, let me know because I'll just lower myself. That's okay. Shit. All right. Oh yeah, Apple also did this. They discontinued the Mac Pro. Let me actually look this up. Apple.com. Ah, fucking light. Oh god, Apple broke. I turned on dark mode and Apple broke, guys. I might have lost all the pictures. Damn, Apple hates dark mode. Bro, why is light mode a thing? Please, somebody please tell me. Alright, let me make an incognito window because I know Apple can dox you, and that's not fun. Ah! Still bright. Fuck. Oh my god. Why am I so against light mode? No, I don't have dark reader. Ah. Fine. You guys deal with the light mode. Fuck you guys. Alright. So let's look for the... What do I look for? Yeah, the Mac. Yeah, it's gone. No Mac Pro. The biggest is the Mac Studio. Wow. End of an era, guys. I mean, to be fair, though, like, the M series is so powerful, and the chips are so small, that, like, what's the point of having a Mac Pro? This shit isn't even expandable anymore. Like, everything is done on the chip. So it makes no sense to have, like, expandable slots, expandable RAM, and stuff like that, if it's all just soldered into the chips anyway. Right? I mean, it's bad. Like, you can't repair your own fucking MacBook, but it's also, like, the architecture of Apple computers is completely different now. What is this graphic? Well, what is this supposed to be? It's just a bunch of hexagons. Okay. Oh yeah, Apple's benchmarks are amazing. AI video processing. Who uses AI for video processing, guys? Is that a thing? Face video upscaling in Topaz Video. Is that really a thing? Like, people upscale using I guess that could be a thing. Maybe. Sorry, I'm just stupid. Never mind. Final Cut Pro, code compilation. Oh, yeah, code compilation and Xcode. Yeah, that's the fucking thing we want to measure, guys. The IDE that nobody fucking uses except for iOS developers. Yeah, that's the one we should be looking at for benchmarks, guys. Just FYI. Fuck me, man. Ooh, LLM throughput. Yeah, totally not worse than NVIDIA GPU in every fucking way possible. As you can see, I'm totally hating on Mac computers for trying to push things that NVIDIA GPUs do like 50 times better. DNA sequencing. Okay, that's pretty cool. AI video processing, code compilation. Okay, this is just the M3 Ultra. And this is the M4 Max. Okay. Privacy, yada, yada, yada. Fans. The display that costs you like 6 grand as well. I also love how they did DaVinci Resolve instead of fucking Final Cut here. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, like, to be honest with you guys, the Mac Studio is just so much better and so much smaller than a Mac Pro. That's kind of obvious as to why the Mac Pro got retired. There's no reason to have a Mac Pro in today's time. And I'll explain the second reason in a second. Let me just show you guys the Mac Pro over the years. The Mac Pro, let's look at the images. Oh, some Brave Search, whatever. So this is what the Mac Pro looks like, right? The fucking cheese grater that everybody was making fun of back in like 2018. I don't know why they made it upside down here. What the fuck is this? So yeah, this is the Mac Pro, what it used to look like. And here's like the trash can. Okay, so here's the old Mac Pro. The trash can. Look at this guy, bro. This has character. This guy has character, right? Look at this one. The eye trash. Hey, Hika. The eye trash. Exactly, guys. Exactly. Let me open this in a new tab. Hold up. Yeah, look at this thing. It looks like something in fucking space, honestly. Or it looks like a trash can. One of the two. But this had character. This one was the cheese grater. And now we got this. Mac Pro old. Let's see what old Mac Pros look like. Yeah. Oh, I've seen these ones. Yeah. So these actually used to be in my high school back in the day. These really fucking old Mac Pros that ran like OS 10.7 or something like that. Like, oh my God, these were so old. Maybe I actually just had the Power Mac, like the one on the left. I don't remember the ones in my high school having 2 CD bays. Dude. Like, seriously, guys. Like, jeez, what a throwback. God damn. They went from this basic tower that everybody has to a fucking trash can to a cheese grater. Oh, wait, they also had this thing. Hold on. They also had this guy, too, I guess. This was the first one. And then they had this cheese grater. And now they have just the Mac Studio. The way they shrunk everything down is fucking amazing. So cool. And it's also cheaper, right? This is $1,000 bucks. All right, before I show you guys let's try to look at the pricing as well. Just make sure it doesn't, okay, it doesn't know where I am. Okay, perfect. Okay. So let's look at how to buy. All right, so, that's why. That's why. That's why, guys. Let me show you. How do I show this without? Yeah, here we go. M4 Max chip from $1,999, so $2,000 bucks. M3 Ultra chip from $4,000. That's why it said $2,000, because to get the more powerful thing, you need to pay $2,000 extra. Okay, let's do the 2,000. Fuck it. All right. Oh, let's get the bigger GPU. Add an extra 1,500 on top. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. 256 gigs of memory. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Oh, 16 terabytes for $4,600. Oh my God. No, we don't want that. We're not gonna add the tools. No trade in. Yeah, $12,000, guys. Let's go. Oh, All right. You guys paying 12K for a MacBook? Are you guys paying 12K for an NVIDIA GPU? Tell me. All right. Perfect. 1 second, guys. I need to fix something. Apple is being a dumb fuck. There we go. Ah! Don't do that. Sorry, something is weird with the Apple site. I hate both these options. Oh, shit. I mean, I hate them too. I hate them too. They're not good, right? They're not good. The options suck. Like, you're gonna be paying a shitload of money, but it kind of makes sense now, right? I mean... Oh my god, why is the Apple website being a dickhead, man? Fuck off. Ah! Eh, whatever. Okay. Okay, I can't show this. Alright, great. But yeah, so that's the Mac Studio, right? So let me just explain the advantages between the Mac Pro and the Mac Studio. Hold on. So right here, I think the big thing about the Mac Pro as well was that you had the card expansions, right? You could add like an Afterburner card and stuff like that. Mac Studio doesn't need that. So here's what happened, right? Mac Pro, big, costly. Like these could go upwards of like 50 grand for one computer, I think. The wheels for the Mac Pro, the wheels were about like $500. And I'm not shitting you here. Hold on. I'm gonna search this up just for you guys. Mac Pro wheels. Okay. Mac Pro wheel kit. How much does this cost? Okay, never mind. Where the hell are you? So the Mac Pro released back in 2019. This was $400, $700. Oh, I'm not showing this window, sorry. This was like $400 for a fucking set of wheels, guys. Look at this shit. You get these 4 wheels, and they all cost $400 together. Dude. Hold on, I'm gonna search an even bigger one. Oh, you guys are gonna hate this. Pro Display XDR stand. Oh god. Is there? Can I buy it? No, I can't. Wait, what? Can I buy it? Hold on. Oh wait, Studio Display. Oh, it's discontinued. Fuck. No, man. Discontinued. Fuck, man. Ah. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. Wait, I found it. Hold on. Okay. Let's do the fucking standard glass. Sure, whatever. I don't care. Tilt adjustable stand. The adjustable stand. It's $2,000 for a fucking display stand. Wait, hold on. It's just a stand, right? This is just a stand. Am I stupid? No. Okay, wait, no. I am stupid. Sorry. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, so what happened, right? So there's used to be this display called the Pro Display XDR, right? And it came with this stand here. This stand costed $1,000 in addition to the $6,000 display. You're paying $7,000 for this fucking display and a stand. Just the stand, nothing else. That's a fucking crazy ass price for a fucking stand. What do you guys think? Just for putting mounting a monitor, you gotta fucking... Does this stand do my taxes too? No, it's just a fucking piece of aluminum. Right here. Oh, here it is. Okay, found it. Pro stand, $9.99. Oh my god, dude. Like, how is this shit so expensive, bro? Like, who decided this price? Who decided this price? Come on. Like, seriously. Oh my god. We're living in a time... I'm so glad that this time has ended when Apple released their M series of chips. Like, they made their computers way cheaper and way more powerful. Especially with this shit. Like, you know... Mac Studio is beautiful. But let me just finish up what I was writing here. Sorry. I got very sidetracked with the, fucking studio stand. Okay, so yeah. So, the Mac Pro was fat. It was costly. There were expensive wheels. It's ridiculously big. But the biggest thing is that since it's big, server racks won't be able to run properly. You'd have to get something else. The Mac Studio, on the other hand, is a different story. It's compact. It has even more power than the Mac Pro. In fact, the most recently released Mac Pro had like the M2 Ultra or something like that. That's like an older chip than the M3. So there's way more power in a Mac Studio that can run perfectly fine. So it's compact, way more power, no extra price except for like the display. Right? The display costs about like $2,000. But that's like separate, right? It's just a better option. It makes a lot more sense. In my country, bigger... Oh, God. In my country, bigger price equals more money to siphon into a contractor's pocket. Man, your country is crazy, Mephi. What the fuck? Is it related to the MK Ultra? No, unfortunately not. It's just the Mac... It's just the M4 Ultra... Oh, sorry, M3 Ultra. They haven't even released an M4 Ultra. I don't even think they will. Maybe they will. I got no fucking clue. They have like this event usually that happens. I haven't really been following Apple events all that much. I don't know if you guys have, like any of you tech nerds in here, because Apple hasn't really done anything that's like worth pushing out. In my opinion, there's nothing really there. WWDC is cool though. Like I love WWDC. That shit's awesome. But just the other stuff in general, like, oh, here's our new hardware release. It's the fucking same phone. Like, I've said this before. Apple's phones are so not ass. Apple's phones are so standardized now that anything that comes out is just not even different anymore. There's like no reason to just like upgrade. You should need to wait for a few years. It's even more advanced than MK Ultra, because how the else are they getting the users to buy the wheels? Ah, yes, no, they get the users to buy the wheels because they sell it as like this huge thing of innovation, you know, innovation. The no, hey, sorry. Here's how Apple announces things, right? We are in a no, wait, actually, no, I need the Solus look. Okay? Let me just realign myself here. Okay. Here's how Apple announces things. We are introducing the iPhone. The iPhone 17 comes with the Studio display. A brand new, never before seen liquid retina display. Ceramic shield. It looks so beautiful. And the price, which is not mentioned. And here's some random benchmarks that we show on a slide just to make things look better. And that's pretty much it. Starting at $999 for the 17. And the 17 Pro will be starting at $1399. Thank you, and goodbye. That's literally how Apple announces their shit, guys. That's literally how Apple... It's like, they have like no passion in it anymore. It's just some fucking, like, random ass people being like, oh yeah, here's the stuff. Here's some benchmarks that we made. Here's, like, the device. It looks fucking cool, but... yeah, that's it. And then you see fucking Tim Apple being like, morning, everybody! And then just starts yapping about the Apple TV shows are so great. As you can tell, I've watched a bunch of Apple events in the past few years. They're all the fucking same now. It's not like when Steve Jobs used to go on stage and be the most charismatic person in the internet. Oh, perfect timing. Got an ad break. Beautiful. I love ads, guys. Don't you love ads? I love ads. Beautiful shit. Anyways, I could use the ads to drink some water, so might as well take that. I have the fucking soda next to me. I got 12 bottles of that fucking drink, man. I'm addicted. That's just good. Again, this comes from someone who's never drank soda. I think we need 5 more in a row 5 more ads? Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. You guys want more ads? I can give you more ads. I'm down to give you guys more ads, you know? Make me more money, right? Make me more cents, pennies even. You guys know, like, Twitch ads don't even fucking help the creator. Like, if creators could turn ads off, they would. Genuinely. I think any creator would turn ads off on their video and just use, like, sponsor segments or something. Because, like, they don't do anything except inconvenience the user and make the creator fucking cry. Because their stream's interrupted because of the fucking ads. I see, like, ads go on and then the view count just go down because everyone's in a fucking ad. It's so dumb. It makes no sense. I hate it. Oh, gosh. But yeah, oh my god, it's already the 20th. Dude, how is it already the 28th of March? Can someone please tell me how it's already almost the end of March? I felt like it was January, like a week ago. Okay, thank you, God. Thank God the ad break is over. It felt like January, like just in the past week, man. Oh my god. Oh, right, there was this... Fuck, okay, Hika, you'll love this. You'll love this. Oh my god. What the hell is this? You can look at my Twitter feed, sure. I don't care. That's not the right one. There we go. Okay. Medicine, money. There's like this graph that was posted on Twitter. Oh, I saw. Oh god, there's so much shit. Where's the graph, bruh? I saw this before. No, no, no. No. Oh, wait. Medical specialties to hours graph. Fuck, bruh. Yeah, here it is. Found it. Okay. So, med students may be interested. I'm gonna zoom in. So, oh, wow. Med students. Me. Wow, that's crazy. Med students might be interested to know that physician compensation varies by specialty, as does time work per year. Okay, so let's look at this. All right. So, see, P's at the bottom. FM, IM, stuff goes here. ID, hospitalist, allergy, rheumatology, endocrinology, palliative care, all around the same tier of like 300 grand, 400 grand for high tier. Then we go into psych, which is the same. FM sports medicine jumps up from the 300 to 350. Neurology, same thing. Pathology, same thing. Neonatology is interesting. That was a little higher. OB-GYN, same thing. OB-GYNs get paid too less, I think. I think Peds is underrepresented as fuck. OB-GYN's also underrepresented, in my opinion. These guys work a lot. I like these guys. PMR for pain, so pain management. EM works like barely any hours and gets paid like $425, but you also lose your sanity in those hours, so I kind of understand that. Derm, 1,800 hours, 500 grand. Opto, about 500 grand. I am critical care, you get paid more, but you also lose your sanity in that. Okay. Anesthesiology, we go above the 500 grand. Then we go to heme-onc, oncology, cardiology, GI, really high up, really competitive stuff. Then we go into electrophysiology and all that stuff's our IM. And then we see the specialty that works the least hours and makes the most money. I wonder if you guys can tell which one that is. You little fuckers. You little computer dark room fuckers. Fucking 600, 650 grand for barely any hours. Fuck you. Alright, so I think we can tell which specialties are going to be insanely competitive in the next few years. I make half of that. Wait, actually... What the fuck is this average salary? Wait, what? Wait, so if you're making half of that, so you're down here. So what the fuck is this showing in here for? What? I'm so confused. Wait, what? This is saying average. Oh, that's why. Okay, private. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, hospitals. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay, got it. Okay. But the funny part is that we get to the surgery side, right? So we see we see just a stark contrast. Like, here's the hours worked. It goes up and up and up and up. And there's just like a demarcation line for surgery in general. Like, you split it at the 2400, then you go into all of the surgical specialties. Bro, surgery's a fucking scam. Jesus Christ. Gen Surge, you're making the same amount as a critical care IM. Oh, man. But you have to do a surgery. You're in the operating room. Colorectal, same thing. Bariatric, you're making the same amount as anesthesia. Trauma, you're making the same amount as GI. Vascular, same thing. Neurosurgery is all the way up there, but apparently you work a ton of hours. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I guess so, because neurosurgery is pretty important, actually. Yeah, neurosurgery is the highest paying, but it's also the most grueling. You have to do 7 years of residency. And then there's the entire ortho section, which is really high up there. Ortho spine is really risky as well, so that makes sense. Ortho sports as well, meniscal tears, things like that. Ortho in general. I know a few orthopedic surgeons. They're all chill. Ortho is... The stereotype of ortho bros is 100% true, FYI. They're so chill. I love ortho. I love them so much. But yeah, like... I guess according to Hika... Rads isn't the most specialty money per hours thing, I guess, but it looks like a good gig. I don't know. Any of the doctors in chat, if there are any other doctors in chat, feel free to let me know. But interesting stuff, you know? Holy shit. Oh, this is interesting. Life cycle balance index. Ooh. I guess what this means is also working 26 10 hours, not include. How the fuck are you? Jesus Christ. Yo, I'm here? Holy. I guess that makes sense, considering that literally everybody calls you for rads. Like, I've been through every single department in a hospital. Like, most departments. Every single one has one common point. And that's the fact that they always consult radiology. You will see scans flying off the shelf going to radiology for interpretation. So it kind of makes sense why you're working that amount of hours, honestly. Okay, so life cycle balance index. Lifestyle balance. You see, I met like a surgeon, right? I met a surgeon this past week, and the surgeon said the best advice that I've heard, right? And it's realistic advice. It's not like, oh yeah, do what you love type of shit. The surgeon was like, you know, when it comes to specialties, you should do what you like, right? But you should also, you know, keep the monetary goals in mind. But if you have like fuck you money, that's a different story. If you have fuck you money, then you can do whatever you want. But at least, you know, keep the goals in mind, make yourself competitive, things like that. Best surgeon ever. I love that. I love that surgeon. Amazing person. But yeah, that was like the first time I've ever heard that advice get given, as opposed to a lot of other preceptors and attendings are like, oh yeah, do what you like, do what you're interested in, or just wave it off because they don't really give a fuck as to what you're working in the future. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see an attending like talk real with you about that. It's so beautiful. But yeah, let's look at the lifestyle index. Preventative medicine. Is that a new thing? What the fuck is that? Is that like an FM specialty? Let's look this up. Preventative medicine, what is that? What is preventative medicine? American College of Preventive Medicine, perfect. What is it? All right, the practice of promoting preventive healthcare, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so it comes from MDDO, biostats, epidemiology, so public health, basically. This is basically public health, which I fucking hate. I hate public health. Fucking statistics, stupid ass, I am able to do statistics in Python, right? I don't like it. I'm okay with big data analysis, but anything past that just makes me cry on the inside. I'm not a fan of public health. It's so painful. You don't even see patients, man. But kudos to those that go into public health. It's just a bunch of numbers. Dermatology, high lifestyle. Allergy, high lifestyle. Really? Allergy? Are you serious? Jesus. Psych, obviously. PM&R, yep. Family med. Family med does have a good lifestyle. Family medicine, even though you don't make a shitload of money, it has a really good lifestyle because outpatient is just nicer. Like, I'm gonna straight up say this. I saw this video get posted about like the tiers of being a doctor, right? Or getting to become a doctor, like the pre-med to med student to hospital to resident to intern to resident to yada yada yada. What I found from that video is just work outpatient and be happy. Like, quite literally, just work as an outpatient physician and just be happy. Get the fuck out of the hospital system. If you can. That's literally what I learned. Because when I was in clinic, I was so happy. It's so amazing. So much fun. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think working in a hospital is a good thing? Do you guys enjoy working at hospitals, right? Or is it something that you guys like? Or is outpatient the more lucrative and the more desirable thing? I'd love to know. I mean, personally, I like outpatient stuff more. That's just me. I like yapping with people for hours. So, but like what I'm doing right now, I'm yapping here for hours. So yeah, let's keep going. So family med, room, optho, endocrine, radonc. I mean, I do both, but not quite the same. Yeah, fair enough. IM does have a good lifestyle too. I mean, if you're on 7 days, you have a full week off. You have every alternating week off, which is nice. Podiatry, pathology, urgent care, plastics, radiology. Okay, so radiology is right in the middle. That kind of makes sense based on what Hika was saying. Okay, and then we go to clinical workload. Okay, well, the clinical workloads for the highest lifestyle balance is on the top, bro. Like, what the fuck? PTO, hours per week, interesting. And then we go into schedule and shift. This is a real... I feel like the shift quality is really, like, place dependent. Because you can get into a place where it's, like, the shittiest shifts on Earth, right? And you can also get into a place where you make your own shifts. So, I don't really get what this metric is for. But other than that, like, yeah... should be this kind of does make sense, but I don't really agree with all of these. All right, then we go into the bottom half. So we go into ENT, pediatrics, gastro. Okay, gastro, I don't agree with that. Gastro does have a pretty good lifestyle. Like, other than the fact that you're sticking probes up people's butts and mouth and down people's mouths, it's a pretty good lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if any gastro would contradict me here, but I don't agree with this one. I guess the clinical workload shows it, but... and people call gastro often, but there's usually a lot of gastros to go around. I don't know, man. ID is miserable at times. Like, people call them all the time. Urology, hemonc, all of the surgeries just get applied here. Where's the gen surge as well? That's a good question. Like, where's the gen surge? I don't know. Okay, anyways. Clinical workload, 76% for... that makes... no, wait. Nah, that can't be true. ID... oh, wait, the 70% for ID, not GI. GI's 95... what? Nah, that... okay. ID was consulted, like, every single time someone came in with sepsis. There's no fucking way in hell it's a 76% clinical workload. That's bullshit. Yeah, this is bullshit. There's no way this is true. Fuck off. There's no way that's true. That makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, ID has a lot of work to do. I've seen the ID physicians so many times across so many different areas of the hospital. That guy is a saint. I love that guy. Anyways. Yeah, so... goes to show that you should not listen to what people say on Twitter or anywhere or Reddit or something like that when it comes to deciding what to do with your life. Just do what you like, and if it makes a good amount... like, if you have the money to, you know, not care, then do what you want to do. Right? Do Pete's. If you find Pete's to be interesting, you'll live at a good salary. There's a joke. There was a patient. That patient was there for a long time, about to be discharged. You can consult ID for discharge summary. You probably could, right? Oh my god. Oh shit. Seems like radiology is a winner, not even counting if you can do it from a beach anywhere by a teleradiology. How would you do it? Put the fucking... you guys remember that, like, Chinese video where that guy had, like, the trying to prevent, like, screen looking, so they had, like, the sheet over their head and shit? That's how you're... Hika, is that how you read rad scans? Oh, shit. Oh my god. When you're out and about, just sitting on a park bench, you pull out your fucking sweater and you just read rat scans like this, bro. Oh my god. Anyways, let's look at my bookmarks here. I actually have a dark... yeah, not in your house. I mean out and about, outside. Oh, bro, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Oh no, the AI data center died to the Mac Mini. Oh my. I can talk about this in a second. This is so stupid. Why do I have this? Okay. Okay, I talked about that already. This is some shit. Smack Pro. Yes, this is the one. Oh, that was from store. Okay. Oh, fuck. I get some water. Sorry, guys. Okay. So let's just introduce the main thing I want to talk about today, because this is really cool. And it really ties into RADs very well. So let's talk about this, okay? Today we're introducing the Tribe V2, a foundation model trained to predict how the human brain responds to almost any sight or sound. Building on our Algonauts 2025 award-winning architecture, Tribe V2 draws on 500 plus hours of fMRI recordings of 700 plus people to create a digital twin of neural activity that enables zero-stop predictions for new languages, subjects, and tasks. Dude, this is fucking awesome. Let's look at this. Fuck you. Shut up. An AI model of the human brain. It's actually like predicting what the response will be to stimuli. This is fucking insane. Look at this. This is so cool. Oh, great. Time for company. No, I'm getting there. Give me a second. Let me look at the cool model. Then we'll talk about the dystopian future. Oh, fuck. All right. So for decades, neuroscience has faced a major bottleneck, the need for new brain recordings for every new experiment. This has made understanding brain mechanisms slow, costly, and difficult to scale and integrate. We're releasing Tribe, yada yada. Okay, so the model utilizes pre-trained audio, video, text engines, or anchors, to capture the features shared by AI models in the human brain. These embeddings are processed by a transformer that can learn universal representations across all stimuli, tasks, and individuals. A subject layer maps these universal representations onto fMRI voxels, so interpretable response, basically. So they take the video, audio, text stimulation, and they take all of these different adapters. So we already know what Llama is. Llama 3.2 is weird. So we already know what Llama is. I guess this is their audio model to convert it to a embedding that's understandable by the transformer. And this does the same thing. So we do the transformer, and we get the subject block, and then we get the predicted variation. Okay, so it's not true to life, but it's close, right? Okay. fMRI scans. Okay, so all this stuff is kind of like further into the weeds. You can look at this if you want, but I'm just gonna go onto the more surface level. So let me just explain what fMRI is. fMRI is essentially tracking when you do something, it shows what parts of the brain light up. And the way to tell that is to tell based on cerebral perfusion. Cerebral perfusion is a fancy word for saying blood flow to the brain. So increased blood flow to that area signifies that the area is being used more, which is what fMRI tracks. It's different from PET scans where you take a radioactive tracer and it goes into the brain and the brain metabolizes glucose, right? So since the brain metabolizes glucose, it's going to... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to draw this. Let's draw this. Fuck it. All right, so might be easier. How can it outperform fMRI when fMRI is the gold standard? I'll explain what I think it means by that in a second. Hold on, let me just get the iPad up. Okay, here we go. I think Meta's trying to say something else. So let's just look at one and please correct me if I'm wrong, radiologist, but fMRI takes a simple concept, right? Your brain shunts more blood to the area that's used, right? Brain takes more blood to go to the more used areas, right? So fMRI tracks this, and it shows a brain representation as to what areas light up. And this doesn't require any like injections, nothing. It's literally just you go in there, you do certain things as you get scanned by the MRI, and it lights up on there. Pretty cool shit. Now, a PET scan is a little bit different. A PET scan is very similar to an fMRI. In fact, fMRI came after a PET scan. So positron emission tomography. And what PET scans do is, since the brain is a heavily glucose metabolizing organism, glucose metabolizing organ, what's going to happen is the areas that are more active metabolize, more glucose, right? So by metabolizing more glucose, you can track this and you can put it on a similar representation to an fMRI. It's the exact same thing. There's PET scans, there's DAT scans that are used for Parkinson's as well. Very, very interesting stuff. If you ever want to look into it, it looks cool as shit. Now, let's get into what Meta is doing here. All right, so we just talked about the entire AI model of the human brain shit, right? How can it outperform fMRI scans? Let me look up where outperform was said. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. So, unlike models built for a single person, Tribe V2 identifies how patterns of neural activity are shared across individuals. This enables zero-shot generalization and accurately predicts the brain response to new stimuli. Tribe V2's predictions are often more representative of the typical response than an actual fMRI scan. Okay, so Hika, here's what they're saying. They're not saying like it outperforms an fMRI scan. The prediction... So, okay, let's just go... Because I know what Meta is hiding here. And we all know what Meta is hiding here. The reason why this brain model exists, I'm just gonna call it the brain predictor. I'm gonna call it Tribe on the bottom, right? The reason why this exists is for ad companies. As you know, ad companies handle a lot of psychology, right? They have psychologists on their team all the time to try and see what makes the brain tick. And ad companies frequently employ focus groups. And the best way to check focus groups is either, you know, using a focus session, or you can, you know, check the fMRI scans to see what entices the brain in a subconscious level, right? Unconscious, subconscious, whatever. What entices the brain? What makes the brain light up based on what you see, right? Now, these fMRI scans have a much lower sample size compared to a model, right? So let's say you have like a focus group of 15. Oops, that's still in red. And the predictor has a 500 plus focus group just built in. You see what I mean? But then the bias is there, like 15 people, those 15 people could be more uniquely representative of that product, while the 500 plus people are more generalized representation. So it's not saying that's outperforming fMRI in general. It's outperforming the fact that you know, fMRI alone can't really group people when it comes to a focus group. And I assume that's what happens with these neurological trials that they're saying as well. When it comes to grouped fMRI, they're saying that the model that can predict what the general human response would be is better because it has more sampling to understand. And you can see that right here based on their little graphs here. So that's what it means. It doesn't mean necessarily that, oh, fMRI is obsolete now. No, that's fucking stupid. It's just saying in a group setting where you're trying to compartmentalize everything together. But the only issue is that it's general versus specific. So you got your give and take. But that's how Meta is trying to sell this. Hopefully that makes it more clear. Hopefully that makes it more clear with the adjunct to advertising companies, because that's what they're doing, right? They're trying to analyze how you'd predict looking at a fucking McDonald's burger or some shit. All right. Like, the world of advertising is such a black box. It's insane with horror. Amygdala activation. Don't be wrong. You eat the fucking cafeteria food at the hospital. Your fucking digestive system's already gone to shit. Oh man. Man, this is pretty cool, honestly. I find the technology to be cool. I find the dystopian ways that this is implemented to be sick. I hate it. But this is pretty fucking cool. I'm sorry. This is awesome. I always geek out over when they try and implement AI into things, because it's like, whenever AI and health come into contact, it always looks so sick. Like it's like a tier above the shitty Sora videos that got generated back in the day, you know? Amygdala activation is funny though. Oh man. Okay, what do I talk about? There's the turbo quad. Oh my god. Yes, let's talk about this. Any of you tech guys still chat? Turbo quant. What the fuck is the hype about this? Why is this so fucking hyped across the entire AI space? So for those of you who don't know what TurboQuant is, you should know. I'm kidding. TurboQuant is a new quantization algorithm that allows you to compress various parts of an LLM. Now, for those of you guys who understand zero of what I just said, let's break it down a bit, okay? So LLMs are a form of generative AI, right? The stuff that everybody hates, or is supposed to hate, according to Twitter. So LLMs are part of generative AI. They're part of everyday life. LLMs consist of ChatGPT, could be Claude, Gemini, GLM, Kimi, all of these, like Quen and Llama. I wrote a lot of examples down, right? But those are like a bunch of examples of local and cloud LLMs. So quantization of LLMs is essentially taking the LLM itself, which all of its tensors are usually in 16-bit. It quantizes it down, basically compressing it down in a lossy way to a different bit, right? So you could go to 8-bit, 4-bit, 2-bit, and with every single time you decrease the bits, you lose quality. And quality is always subjective. Sometimes it can be objective, like the LLM just spits out gibberish if you try and quantize it to 2 bits, unless you use like a really specific algorithm to make it so it doesn't do that. But yeah, as you keep crunching the bits, as you go through the lossy compression, and I made a short about lossy versus lossless compression before, as you jump down the ladder of 8 to 4 to 2 to whatever, you're gonna start to see the LLM start to degrade. And it's usually like an asymptotic curve. Usually they measure in perplexity, right? So they measure bits, or no, sorry, it's on the x-axis. They measure the bits and the perplexity, usually a measurement of the quality, quote unquote, of the model. And usually the curve looks about like this. Sorry, I'm trying to draw it right. There we go. Where this is about 2 bits per weight. And then we get to like about 3 here. Then we get to 4. And then 5 is here. And then you get to like 6 bits per weight. And it's at an asymptotic curve, right? So you get at that point where it's just about to peter out and be its own thing. So that's quantization in a nutshell. You're able to, the reason why quantization happens is because the more you crunch the model down, the decreased amount of VRAM, or just RAM or resources in general, you need to run it. So when you quantize something down, you use less resources. You use less resources, you save money. You save money, more people can run the model. That's what quantization is. Multiple ways to do it. But today, we're going to be focusing on TurboQuant. Now, this is a very interesting thing because TurboQuant is, people are acting like it's the biggest thing since sliced bread. And it might be the biggest thing since sliced bread for people who use like ChatGPT and all the cloud models, because they don't know what quantization is because they've just been pounding at a wrapper for the past God knows how long, right? But local models have had quantization for like ever, so I don't understand what the big hype is about this. The main thing that people are going crazy about is the fact that TurboQuant, the KV cache, is now quantized, but it also has minimal penalty. According to what they say on Twitter, right? According to what they say. So there's like no penalty, there's no real like loss when you quantize the KV cache. And again, the KV cache is a part of the model, so I'm just gonna make this very simplified. And inside the model, we have the key value store. And this is mainly used to help speed up outputs. Since if a key is already stored to a value, then it's just gonna pull from that value. That's literally what it is. So let's say you have like a word and the AI tries to generate that word. It makes it easier just by fetching things from the existing cache rather than recomputing the entire tensor. Recomputing through the entire model. Sorry, recomputing the token through the entire model. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. So yeah, KV cache gives sped up output. It also uses more RAM, right? So if you can shrink this down, the less RAM that you use in addition to shrinking the model. So the essential part of it is that TurboQuant is this brand new quantization algorithm that allows you to use less RAM. Okay, so I just threw a lot of technobabble at you guys. But the bigger question is, what the fuck does this mean for me? Right? What does this mean for me? Because I know most of you guys in chat aren't into AI or anything of the technology at all. Uriah, my dumbass, to explain it for you. So let's talk about what this really means for the general public. Pretty much nothing, really. Like, what people have been saying is that because of TurboQuant, RAM prices have decreased. And that's the biggest load of bullshit that I've ever heard. Like, let me show you guys. Okay. Here we go. This guy I've talked about before. DDR5 RAM prices have dropped for the first time in several months. Yada, yada, yada. This decline may be linked to Google's recent TurboQuant announcement, a KV cache compression technique that can reduce AI model memory usage up to 6 times. Tell me you know nothing about AI and markets without telling me you know nothing about AI and markets. Like, sure, this could be an example of it, right? This could have happened. I don't bet that this could have been a factor, that a new technology got announced that reduces the amount of resources that's needed for LLMs. That means people will be buying less resources. But at the same time, I have a simpler explanation that's probably the more reasonable one. Let's look at basic markets, right? And again, I'm not an economist, so I'm not accurate with this, but this is what I think actually happened. The market reacts to supply and demand. So if supply goes down, if demand goes up, the supply goes down, and vice versa, right? In about like November, we started to see an increasing demand for RAM due to these AI companies. Mostly because of new technology that allowed models to run on RAM. So AI companies bought up all this RAM. They bought up, quote unquote, bought up the RAM stock for the future. They added their business quotas. Even so much so that in December, Micron shut down Crucial. The consumer memory company. It's gone, right? You can no longer buy consumer memory from Micron. And that just takes out one of the big 3 suppliers of RAM for PCs. And people are obviously mad at this, because why are all these enterprise companies that are trying to run AI models that are allegedly killing our planet getting all of the resources while gamers are trying to get the resources too? Like, it's kind of obvious as to why people are mad. I'm mad. I'm kind of pissed off too. Like, why the fuck are PC parts so expensive? It makes no sense. But, you know, we have all this increased RAM demand, AI companies. But one thing we need to keep in mind is that as demand goes up, it's not like we're in a shortage of the ability to make RAM. So this is called a correction. Basically, since the demand has gone up, the supply will initially go down, but after a while, it'll start correcting itself very, very slowly to meet that demand, because you can't have people demanding for shit. Yeah, nah, let supply go down, hunger market for... That's what I'm saying, like, that's what people are thinking. Like, oh my god, a new algorithm was announced, that's why the stocks are dropping. No, it's probably because these chip manufacturing companies and the RAM manufacturing companies, they're able to cope with the increased supply demand. They're able to cope by adding more supply to the increased demand that's happening. In addition, apparently, OpenAI, right? I don't know if this is true. OAI couldn't meet its goal. That's a really bad handwriting, Jesus Christ. Couldn't meet its goal for, like, getting a better model or some shit. I don't fucking know. So they decreased the amount of RAM that they'd buy, or they're, like, estimating to buy for their data centers. So that could play a role as well. All I'm trying to say is the reason that RAM prices and stocks are allegedly falling and cratering, according to these people, is that it's not just because of fucking TurboQuant. that might play a role, right? People might be like, oh my god, we can just compress everything and alleviate our RAM crisis. But I really doubt that's the case. I feel like it's just the fact that supply is finally starting to match demand, and we'll start to return to a normal market as the year ends. It sucks, I know. People want to build a fucking PC, and it's ridiculous that you can't, but that's just the way it works. I hate the fact that every fucking person that wants to build a PC has to be an economist in order to do so, or a scalper, one of the two, because or a tech influencer, because you're just not getting anything otherwise unless you pay a fucking arm and a leg. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's what I think, right? What do you guys think? What do you guys think is happening here? Is the marketing, is it really all because of TurboQuad? And let me just give you one more reason as to why I don't think it's TurboQuad, right? If TurboQuad was the sole reason for decreasing prices, just TurboQuad, why wouldn't companies just make bigger models and quant them down, right? Let's say we have the company's server, right? And the server has 1 terabyte of RAM. All right, it's kind of paltry for a data center, but let's just say that, okay? So the server has 1 terabyte of RAM. Next thing you know, TurboQuant comes out, right? So right now we could say the model is using all 1 terabytes of RAM. TurboQuant comes out. We have a new box. And now this model is using about 100 divided by 750 gigabytes of RAM, just because we shrunk the KV cache down. And now there's 250 gigabytes free. The companies are just gonna make a bigger model. And then quantize it down then. Like, dude, that's what's gonna happen. The companies will just make a bigger model, fill up their server that they're paying so much for already, and then call it a day. Right? Like, that's what I think would happen. Because if it was just TurboQuad, they'd try and just make it so that they still get all that RAM, because they could just train a model with more data in it, which is usually better. The more resources you throw at the problem, the easier it is to fix. The problem is the more resources it's gonna use. Like, bro, what the fuck are these Twitter posts, man? I don't understand. And in addition, I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna keep proving this to you. The TurboQuant paper was released. Where are you? On April 28th, 2025. This has existed for a year, almost a year. And Google just said announcing TurboQuant. What? You guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Oh, where the hell are you? Fuck, where'd it go? Let me just control find it. Here we go. Oh, nope. Well, you're crazy, I get what it... I feel like that guy from Parks and Rec with the fucking crazy hair and all the pins on the board. It's not the fucking TurboQuad! Fuck up! Dude. Oh my fucking god. Okay, we got an ad. Perfect timing. I was gonna talk a little bit more about it. Let me find the... Here it is. Okay, perfect. So Google put an announcement in 2026, yet the paper has been there since 2025. In addition, there's still quantization methods, like GGUF and EXL3, that can quantize a KV cache with not much quality penalty already. So I don't really get what the fucking hype is. It's just, the only lever I could see is that it's as lossless as possible with TurboQuant compared to existing quantization methods. And FP16 is better anyway, so all of these big companies are running at FP16 nevertheless. God damn, bro. I think the one thing we can think of here is, if you do buy RAM against this creator, don't buy from Crucial, because Micron made a huge mistake and you should punish them. Oh, God. Okay, we got an ad break. Perfect, perfect. Like, why is that a thing? Why? Weird. Very, very weird. Again, markets are not a single hit or miss thing. In fact, I'm gonna go back to Google Finance. What are the stock prices at right now? Okay, Google Finance. Let's see. Oh, fucking... Oh, wait. Micron. Micron. And let's look at this. So, let's see what these graphs said. I know Pirate Nation had this, so... Here we go. Let's scroll down, find the post regarding the graph. There was a graph. I remember somebody showing a graph of it just cratering. But it had like a 3-day outlook versus like a 1-2 month outlook. Fuck. There's a lot of weird takes on this account. By the way, just sorry. There we go. Dude, fuck off. Oh, everybody is reporting this, man. RAM price. I hate Twitter. I hate Twitter. Here we go. Found it. Okay. So, Samsung and Micron. All right, let's see. So they said this person had a 5-day outlook. Let's check that. All right, ad break. So what we're doing... Sorry, guys. Welcome back. What we're doing is we're looking to see what the actual stocks look like for these memory companies, if they actually look like what I'm showing on the screen here, what they're showing on Twitter. So let's look at the 5-day outlook. Okay, crashing down. So this Micron's was higher, and now it's crashed to about $100 lower. That's pretty significant. Okay. Look at a month. Ooh, boy. Okay. That's a bit big. 6 months. Oh, wow. Okay. So, here's what RAM stock and RAM prices were at. Stocks are lies anyway. Yeah. Hey, Zong, welcome. I agree too, but I just want to look at it just to see like an outlook. I'm going to look at PC Part Picker next and see what the prices look like. But you can see here that back in September when RAM prices were low, stock was pretty low, like 180 bucks. Climbs up. And then we start to see the spike back in the RAM crisis. Everything goes to like the 400s, 300s. And now we see this dramatic dip. And I just believe this is just correction. I cannot believe this is just through one fucking turbo quant that's already been released in 2025. Like, let's look at the 1 year, right? This was in April of 2025. Okay. So now we're in April of 2025. Let's look at when the paper was released. This is Monday the 28th. And this wasn't me that found this out, by the way. This was TurboDirt, my friend. But, yeah. So, April 28th. This is when the paper got released initially. There's no change. So, it's not fucking just TurboQuant that's cratering the price, man. Like, get real. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it is just TurboQuant? Am I just being stupid? But, yeah. Let me just look at Samsung as well. Because this person also said Samsung is crashing, right? Is this the Korean stock? Let's see. Yes, it is. Okay. Samsung Electronics. Okay, so it is going down, kind of. Not a lot. So, let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. It actually skyrocketed here. 5 days. So it's been consistently high, then a crater, and now it's rising. 1 month. Okay, let's look at the 6-month outlook. Perfect. After entire explanation, 100% believe it's TurboQuant, like you said. Alright, so TurboQuant paper... 1 year. Okay. April. Same fucking thing, bro. Like, there's literally no change to this stock. Nothing happened. It's already went down here. Then went back up, and now it got back. Bro, what the fuck is this shitty ass reporting? Why are you only reporting the 3-day outlook on the fucking stock? That tells you nothing. That tells you absolutely nothing, bro. Oh my god. What the fuck, man? These Twitter bait accounts are gonna make me have an aneurysm, I swear to god. Okay, let's look at PC Part Picker. I'm gonna look at... Let's just build some... Let's look at some RAM. Let's see. Memory. And let's go for the 2x16. Oh, sorry, 2x8. No, wait. 2x16, 1x16. Let's do all of these. Okay. And then price. $13 per gig. Let's see. Alright, let's just see what the prices are. Let's check a... What's the popular one? Let's check a 2x8. That's the most popular one right now, I think. The price is lowest. And these are SODIMMs, so let me fix that. DDR5. Okay, here we go. DDR5. And let me put DDR4 in the mix as well, because I want to see what that looks like. Okay. Oh, this is... how do I get rid of the SODIMMs? Look. DDR5, DDR5, DDR4. Okay, perfect. All right, so cheapest one, $116 for 16 gigs. I remember when I first bought my 16 gigs, it was like 80 something. So that's not bad, right? That's not bad at all, actually. It's pretty okay. How much price per gig did you say? 13 per gig? Let's find one that has better price rating. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we go. This is what I want to see. So yeah, you can kind of see, like, it hasn't really changed that much, right? Like, we're just looking at one RAM stick, obviously, right? 13 bucks per gig is pretty hooked, but yeah. Okay, wait, actually, so we're doing 2x16, right? So we have $126. All right, so 126 over 16. Okay. 126, 16. What does that yield me? So, $8 per gig. Pretty good. Okay. What do you guys think about $8 per gig? I remember back when I last reviewed it, it was 12 bucks per gig. So yeah. Pretty good, pretty good. What's the megahertz on this guy? 3200? Too high? Well, I mean, it's better than what it was before, is what I'm trying to say, you know? But still higher than what I'd expect. So I paid, if I look on Amazon, I could probably... Let me look on Amazon and see how much I paid for. I think I bought this RAM on Amazon. I don't recall. Let's see. I'm not gonna show you my Amazon orders, obviously. That's kind of fucking stupid. But I'm on my phone. What, you guys want to see that, huh? All right. RAM. It auto-corrected me to RAN. Give me that. Oh, it's showing me ramen. Oh, okay, so I did not buy RAM on Amazon. I bought a bunch of rice ramen, apparently. Okay, but I do remember buying it for like 80 bucks. 9 pine stills coming to... If you want to buy them for me, by all means, bro, please. All right. What is the... Yeah, so let's just say $87. I'm just gonna say 87 as a ballpark. Over 16. Okay. $5 per gig. Okay, that sounds more reasonable. So right now we're at $8 per gig, whereas when I bought my RAM, it was $5 per gig. Okay. I remember paying $200 for 128 gigs. I have to check my Micro Center order history, but that's what I remember paying for. So we could go off of that as well. For DDR4, not DDR5, by the way. All right, let's look at the DDR5 price. Patriot Viper. Okay, this one doesn't have anything. I'm trying to find one that has a bunch of ratings. Where would I find that? Let's see. What the fuck is this? Ew. No. Fuck. Alright. Listen, you want to send a pine stone to my address? Go ahead. It's your fucking money that's being spent, dumbass. Ay. Alright. This crucial one should be... Nope. What is with these weird-ass price graphs? What the fuck is this? I'm so confused. Let me just switch it to... a year? No, this is still bad. What the fuck? Okay, I guess we can't check the DDR5 RAM. It doesn't show me enough. I guess if I go to the more popular ones... Hold on. Go to 2x16. Aha! There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. 2x16, this Vengeance one. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Alright. Let's see. So half a year. Alright, we start to see the RAM price climb up. Okay, 439. Then we see it drop a little to 369. Okay, so you can see from this graph here that the RAM is just, you know, way cheaper than now. So actually, yeah, this is a good study. Okay, so let's see. So we're checking 32 gigs. So cheapest is $128.99. Okay, so $128.99 over 32. Okay. So that's $4 per gig. Okay, so $4 per gig is the baseline. And right now we're at $369 per gig. So $369 over 32. I don't want to do math in my head, so I'm just using the calculator. Okay. So $11 per gig. So 4 versus 11 is crazy. So right now, at its highest, it was 439. Okay, so 439. So right now, we're currently at 11 bucks, but let's check it at its highest point. 439 out of 32. $13 per gig. There you go. So you went from 4 to 13, and now we're at 11 bucks a gig. I mean, if you want to buy it, sure. You're paying as much as like a baseline GPU for fucking 2 sticks of RAM. But like, dude, seriously? There's no real collapse happening here. That, like, let's look at the Twitter post, right? RAM memory trips have dropped hard. I don't see dropping hard here, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see anything dropping like crazy. I don't know. We gotta wait a few more days, but you know Twitter is reactionary. I talk about quantization. I talk about all that shit. So, yeah. This is why I always say, don't take Twitter seriously. Fastest way to lose your mind is listening to tech bros and Twitter. Dog, you missed me reading out a tech bro post in ASMR. Fuck, dude. Oh my god. Hold on. I can find another one. Hold on. No, this one is. No. I'm gonna find another one. Fuck it. I'm finding another one. Shit. If you guys find a tech bro post you want me to read, just let me know. Actually, let me just look at this guy's pro. I'm not ragging on this guy in general. This is like general tech Twitter. It's ridiculous. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's find one that's interesting. All right. Model creator. Oh, perfect. This one's small. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready for the ASMR tech bro read? All right, guys. Do I up the volume to make it more ASMR? I have my mic right up to my mouth right now. Okay, let's read this. So Karpathy just exposed the one thing every AI company is hoping you never figure out. An LLM spent 4 hours helping him build the perfect argument. Then he asked it to argue the opposite. It demolished the original case just as convincingly. The model has no position. It has infinite positions. It'll argue any direction with equal competence and zero hesitation. The sycophancy everyone complains about is a symptom of this. The model's default behavior is to argue your direction, whatever that happens to be. But Karpathy's right that this makes LLMs the best steel manning tool ever built. Every founder, PM, strategist should be running their strongest conviction through now argue the opposite before they ship anything. The model just spent 4 hours perfecting your argument knows exactly where it's weakest. The failure mode is clear. 99% of people never run the second prompt. Oh my god. So insightful, so wise, so beautiful. How'd you guys like that? And this is fucking Karpathy's thing. He just makes a few bullet points. Oh my god. Yeah, LLMs are not the best for opinions, just FYI. Be careful with that. AI convinced not enough ASMR. You want more? You want more Tech Pro ASMR? Yo, send me Tech Pro posts. You want me to make this a fucking redeem? I'm so down. You know what? Fuck it. I'll make it a redeem right now. Can I do it from here? Oh, what do I even have here? Take a stretch break. I think I made the hydrate redeem way too much money. You guys should probably be purchasing that more. I'm not gonna lie. I'll make that a fucking redeem. You know what? You guys are McGang and you redeem. That's it. I'm doing Tech Pro ASMR. ASMR, you're fucking VTuber, you fucking dumbass VTuber tech dude yaps about tech bro tweets. I'm gonna find a bunch of tech bro tweets and just put them in a queue and say ASMR face. Oh shit. Okay. This video, bro. Okay, let's see. Ow. Oh, I'm bumping everything, aren't I? Not enough ASMR is crazy though. Takes time to find the most cursed tech bro tweets. Please, if you find medbro tweets as well, please find those because I can talk about either of them. Anyways, let's see. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Oh, also Medbro tweet. Oh, another one. Another one. Another one. Yo, you guys want another? Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Okay. Oh my god. It's always from these LinkedIn ass profile pictures, man. Dude, what is it with these LinkedIn profile pictures, bro? Every single one of them has these stupid ass formats. Just make something so short, man. Something short, please. Anyways, are free products that advertise to doctors good or bad? One dimension to think about this is cost versus utility. Up to date costs $550 per year per physician. Open evidence being free means any physician can access AI-assisted evidence lookup regardless of where they practice or how much their employer spends on IT. I think it's bad to keep stacking fees on top of doctors/providers. You can think of this as a way to shift those expenses to pharma instead. My belief is that getting AI tools in the hands of doctors as a clinical decision assist is important, and a net benefit to society. So we should try to reduce the barriers to doing that. If that's using an advertising-based model speeds that up, that's probably net good. This also puts the competitive pressure on the legacy providers, who've been charging $550 per seat for decades. UpToDate now has to justify its price against a free alternative that physicians are choosing. That kind of market pressure is healthy and means UpToDate has to provide $550 of value that feels worthwhile. Wow, so beautiful. Very beautiful tech tweet. And then open evidence is gonna eat UpToDate once. Okay. So for you guys that don't know what open evidence is, it's basically ChatGPT, but for healthcare. ChatGPT for physicians. And it pulls from various research papers using RAG models. And pulling from these research papers to find out the best way to guide treatment or to guide someone's differential diagnosis. It's very helpful. And I can guarantee you that if you're in a hospital, most of the doctors are using it. I guarantee it. I've seen so many doctors, I've seen so many residents, even I've used it. Everyone uses it. Just to get more information on stuff that, you know, up-to-date guidelines or stuff like that. Some people still use UpToDate. UpToDate is basically like just a giant it's just a giant internet library of algorithms and how to treat things, right? That you can follow. A lot of internal medicine specifically is algorithm based. You have a patient, you have these abnormal values, then you look at the algorithm and see how to go from there. Open evidence takes that algorithm and turns it on its head. It basically says, you put in the patient's lab values, right? And then you see what to do from there. It gives you options, which is kind of crazy, especially if you're a person whose knowledge you don't really know too much just yet. It can really help carry you through the entire thing. But at the same time, relying on AI for medicine like that is kind of detrimental because, you know, it's like the coding effect. People over rely on the AI to the point where it starts doing vibe medicine and kills someone, right? So you gotta be very careful, right? You gotta form your own differential diagnosis first. You gotta form your own plan, and then you gotta use the up-to-date guidelines to make sure that your plan is good. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your thought process on this? Because open evidence, I believe, is a net good as well. It's free for healthcare providers. Pretty nice stuff. I gotta form my own D first. What does that mean, Zataris? Also, hi there. How you doing? What does that even mean? Wow, I'm getting phlegm. Hold on. Let me just drink my water. Fuck. What does that even mean, man? Oh, DDX. Okay. You say D. There's no DX, so I'm like, differential diagnosis. Okay, got it. But yeah. Like... Sorry. Wow, there's a lot of shit in my throat. Okay. Yeah, so actually, we can go over medical abbreviations real quick. So, here we go. There's just a bunch of abbreviations that are used. Let me just go to the more common ones. So, let's see. So, DX stands for diagnosis, just like how RX stands for prescription, and TX stands for treatment. FX is fracture, right? Do I like to put abbreviations or type it all out? I put abbreviations. As you know, I code, and by coding, I have a, like, here's the thing that I predict in more Gen Z doctors, who, especially those who are way better at typing than most millennial doctors. No offense to any of the attendees in chat. we're gonna be typing circles around you and writing notes. Like, I can type at a really fast... I have a good WPM. Actually, I could try it right now, but I have a good words per minute, right? Because I've been coding, because I've been doing a lot of typing often. We grew up with typing, right? We grew up with typing and less so handwriting. So yeah. If it has no hallucination, I have no problem with a fresh doctor using it. If it has low hallucination, I have no problem with a senior doctor. High hallucination, I'd rather stab myself. From what I've seen, and based on the material I've learned and how I've worked on things, if it's like a standard thing, let's say like hyponatremia, right? That has a very, very standard algorithm and established clinical trials, documentation, etc., right? It has a lot more, sorry, Hika's comment, maybe it was a train of thought there, but it doesn't really hallucinate from what I've seen. It has a lot of material for conventional diagnoses that it can work you through the algorithm with no issue, is what I'm saying. I mean, sometimes it over-explains, sometimes it overdoes things, which makes things pretty bad. But obviously, as a medical professional, you're gonna read the open evidence explanation, see that something is off, and then look it up just to make sure like what you're doing is correct. And most of the time it is correct, right? There are hella attendings using open evidence, by the way. I've seen people that are hella old using open evidence in the FM clinics as well. So everyone's using it. It's gonna be a thing in the future. But that doesn't mean the doctor is not looking at your fucking differential. They're just using it to gain newer info. Yeah, it's free. So open evidence is a free platform, and it's also free. It's free if you're like a licensed medical. Okay, so yes, you can use it, but you can only use it for like a certain amount of time, like for a few requests, because A, you know, they don't want to encourage people diagnosing themselves through AI. That's kind of obvious. And then B, it's free for anyone who has like a valid medical student ID or a healthcare number. So any physician, any med student can use open evidence for free forever. Or until the venture capital fund runs out. Look it up in Google and then they use the AI summary from Gemini. Yeah, don't do that. Depending on the keyboard, I feel like Gen Z are faster on phones and millennials are better on keyboards. I don't agree. I don't agree simply because I've seen millennial WPM and I've seen Gen Z WPM. Most of the residents I've worked with, no offense to anybody, residents, attendings, whatever, the typing is slow, so they have like the dictation microphones. Kika over here just says he uses typing, which is Godspeed. Amazing. Great job. In fact, in medical school, you have like these simulated patient encounters, right? And you gotta type up your SOAP note in a certain amount of time. You guys have seen my previous streams, especially with NEP, you know what a SOAP note is. These notes, you know, since I have like, I type faster, I was able to get the SOAP note done way quicker than my peers. That's essentially what happened, right? So yeah, I feel like most of Gen Z, especially those who use computers a lot, have a faster typing speed. Millennials, like, it was more of like the introduction of computers for them, so I don't know if typing has really got into it. This is how you get note taking, dude. I'm fine with, I'm weird. I like notes. I'm okay with typing out notes. I like formatting them. They're fun. I'm crazy. Sue me. In fact, the best thing after seeing a patient getting all the information is putting all of that into a note, and it feels so satisfying just to see it all sitting there with everything neatly organized and everything. It feels so nice. I'm sorry, that's all right, so let's fuck it. Let's try monkey type. I'm gonna try monkey type. It's like 11:24 p.m. so if I'm worse, then I apologize, but let's see how it looks. I know Monami's in the way. Hold on, let me fix this. That should be fine. All right. Most doctors are like, F this crap. I didn't go to medical school to be paid to do note taking. Well, I mean, if you're in internal medicine, you're basically signing up for it. Okay. There we go. There's my words per minute. So if you guys want to know how fast I type, there you go. Not the 120 that I hope for. I can get 120 if I try harder, but you know, at like later in the day, I want all of you guys to try this. If you're in my Discord, post your monkey type scores. I want to see what your scores are. 117 is pretty good though, in my opinion. I'm a soul typer. I don't care. Type it and paste it. No judgment. I just want to gather some data. I want to know if you're okay with sharing it. I want to know your age, and I also just want to see what your words per minute is. We're gonna gather some data. Hello, Pooh. How you doing? What's up? How you doing? What's up? What's up? How are you doing tonight? I said, how are you doing 3 times? I am losing my mind. But yeah, so that's my words per minute, and I am 24. I'm 24 years old, so that's the first data point. I'm chilling type hungry. Hell yeah. Good shit. Alright. Let's see. So yes. That's why I think Gen Z doctors are way better. What am I making? I'm just reviewing tech articles. I'm not really making anything at the moment. Just reviewing a bunch of tech news. That's how the stream goes most of the time. I'm just too tired after fucking a week of rotating through surgery just to make anything, you know? But nevertheless. Alright. I guess you guys are gonna be posting in Discord at some point, but yeah, see from there. I'll ping and make a tweet. I just wanna see. Because we'll gather the data and we'll try and make like an average based on each age group for how fast can you type. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, this one. Oh no, bro. Let me just show you what I mean from here. Okay, so no community note. We're not looking at the community note yet. Okay, Google Turbo Quad again. Well, running locally in Atomic Chat, and then we have the MacBook. Sure, whatever. Summarizing 20,000 words in just seconds. You get 3 times larger context window, processing 3 times faster than before, obviously. Then ignore the temp, by the way. I need to remove that. And an ad break. The fuck off. Go away, ad break. I don't care. I want to talk about something. So, it's fucking Mac Mini. So this is more Tech Bro Twitter, where this is the second strategy of Tech Bro Twitter. The first strategy is the super long video. The super long post. The second strategy is making like a really, really well-made video of absolute vapid bullshit and then just getting people to invest in it. This is what this is. Let's just look at this here. The AI data set getting smashed by the Mac Mini. Oh no. What the fuck is that music? Wait. Why does it sound like one of those 2011 Minecraft montages or some shit? Oh my god. This is loud. Look at the context, guys. Do you guys like that context? Silica, Mibuna, Sabisu, Kosap, Somu, Lenny, Marule, Somuli. What the fuck is this? The effort. What the shit is this supposed to be, bro? Do you guys have any? I guess it's like they're trying to make it like War of Ipsum, but it's just so funny. What word takes 5th place? What's that even mean, bro? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, so Atomic Chat, 3 times more context on your local AI. Try it. And again, local AI means running the model on your computer, right? And you need a GPU, and they're assuming you're using a Mac Mini. I'll show you why they talk about Mac Minis a lot when it comes to Atomic Chat. All right, now let's look at the context. This is why I just bookmarked this right before I hopped on stream. Atomic Chat is a rebanded copy of Yan with get history deleted. Yes, Club Chat, please. Thank you. Atomic Chat is a rebranded copy of Yan with get history deleted. 99% of code is unchanged. Turbo Quad supports from the Tom's Fork, not original work. System prompt still says you are John. Trained by Menlo Research. So these guys, these fucking tech bros, can I close this? Deadass said, oh, okay, there we go. They deadass said like, hey, here's this brand new thing. Look at this beautiful video. It's stolen from all of this code. And it's the MIT license too, so the fucking owners can't do anything about it. MIT basically says, hey, you can take whatever you want. Oh, wait, oh, wait. So this is the tool that they're talking about. This is basically Llama CPP, right? Almost all of, just FYI, almost all of these ChatGPT replacements are just Llama CPP in the bottom, right? That's all it is. Everything runs Llama CPP, except my software tabby, and the Turbo software tabby, which is Xllama instead. Everything is the same backend, never changed. And then this is the Turbo Quant version of Llama CPP. And that's like the guy who should be getting credit for it, not whatever the fuck this is. It got community noted instantly. And the comments are crazy. Wow, can I connect to my OpenClaw? Let's go. Ollama when? Even though Ollama is a fucking piece of shit software. Fuck Ollama. Man, know what's the difference between running this on Ollama directly? Windows release when? The first ever wrapper for local models using Google's algorithm. Really? Really, bruh? Not a single bit of research? Is this better than LM Studio and Ollama at Grok? At Grok, what is Google Turbo Quads? At Ollama, could you please add this also? Is it open source? This is all free. You get what I'm getting at here, right? Oh, here we go. Now we see the community notes showing up. Okay, beautiful. You're welcome. There. Yep, right there. That's it. Okay. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of that bullshit. Fuck you with your stupid ass. Hey, use your brand new software. And let me explain the Mac Mini, actually. The reason why MacBooks are so popular for AI, any person who does ActGrok. ActGrok, is this true? ActGrok, please answer this for me. Hold on. Let's just find a random post. All right, this one. Where's the ActGrok? Where's the ActGrok? No, it's not here. Where is it? Fuck. Okay, maybe this one doesn't have it. Kinda because it's already talked about it. At Monami explained tech bro. Monami rejects the question. Turbo Quad. Okay, let's look at this one. Where's the ActGrok? Oh, Turbo commented. Let's look at Turbo's comment. I like Turbo. Turbo's my boy. All right, I wish the paper would elaborate a bit on the zero overhead claim. Storage overhead, sure, but under specific circumstances, we're adding a whole extra rotation in Cobra Quad has no impact on. Okay, it's true. Like, dude, we already have quantizing a KV cache, bruh. Like, why does this matter? I agree with. We were talking about this in private too. I agree with him, man. He's 100% right. Where's the ActGrok, bro? Come on. Oh, here it is. I found it. There you go, Dung. You're welcome. There's your ActGrok. To be fair, I did use ChatGPT to try and figure out the turbo quads if it's decreasing RAM prices. I don't blame him, but like, man, it's right here. Just use Grok here, you fucking man. Okay. Anyways, ad break starting soon. I'm gonna let the ad break run. There we go. And we'll come back afterwards. For any of you guys that are in the chat, you know, vibing, chilling, welcome. Welcome to the people that are in ad purgatory, because I hate ads. Ads suck. They're terrible. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, there's also this. I'll wait till... Actually, yeah, I'll wait till the ad's over. Take a stretch break. Okay, sure. Fine. fine. I'll take a stretch break. I'll put Monami to sleep for a second first, though. Oh my god. Holy. Okay, yeah, I did need that stretch break. God damn. Oh my god, wow. Okay. Yeah, my back was locked up. Jesus Christ. I went to the gym today, so my legs are cooked. My legs and my back. I'm gonna tell Monami to go sleep here. There we go. Oh boy. My standard gym to ramen day. I told you guys about the shooting that happened at the mall I went to, right? I don't know if you guys heard that. I think I told you when it happened. I don't remember though. Let me know if I didn't. I can talk about it again. It wasn't today. It was like a couple weeks ago, but it was kind of gnarly. All right. How long do? Okay, how long does the stretch break go for? I guess it'll go. I guess it went to the end of this ad. The only reason why I put the rewards so high for water and stretch break is because you fuckers kept redeeming it over and over again. I'm not gonna give myself a fucking primary polydipsia, bro. From fucking Twitch. That's not happening. But I also don't want you. You assholes! God damn it! For the context, he got just redeemed the fucking water redeem. Fine, I drank water. Is that okay? Oh god. Don't you dare redeem another hydrate, I swear to god. Unless, except for 5 more. Wait, I can put timeouts on them, right? I probably should. Whatever. But yeah. Another, shut up. Another thing that happened. Crunchyroll had data breach. the anime site that everybody watches anime on legally. I can redeem stretch 8 more times. You can switch to fitness plus health cat. There's a fitness plus health category? Wait, are you for real? Yo, I should do that for my meta streams. Am I fucking stupid? What the hell? Wait. Let me search this up. My ears. Oh god. I broke Twitch. Oh my god, there is. Wait, what? Oh, I found... Okay. So I went to the category, and one of the streams I saw was Hot Yoga Live. Yeah. Fun stuff. At least it's not the hot tub category. We'll take our wins where we can. Most of it's just guys lifting, which is fire. I love dudes lifting. Awesome stuff. Listen, dudes lifting is infinitely more hotter than any woman. I'm sorry. It's just better. You see someone lifting? Bro, that shit hot as hell. There's a gym studio that streamed daily, unfortunately gone. Damn, that sucks. I mean, to be fair, Apple Fitness and all those like fitness programs kind of replace that. Because they have those, like you pay money and you just see all those fitness, whatever the shit that is. Peloton as well. I think they have that too. Nevertheless, it's reported that Crunchyroll had data breach. It happened on March 12th. When was this posted? March 27th. Oh! Yo, wait, why is this being reported 10 days later, bro? Monday, Tuesday is April 1st. I used to do the April Fool stuff in my personal server on Discord, but I kind of stopped it, A, because I got really busy, and B, because the trend kind of died after, like, 2020, I think. After 2020, it just, like, petered out. No one really does it anymore. I'm not gonna lie. Like, last year, I didn't really see too many servers doing it. End of an era, honestly. That shit was so much fun. I could fucking dress up Monami in something for, like, April Fools, but also, I probably won't be able to stream in April Fools because surgery is beating my ass. Oh, man. If you guys have any questions about stuff regarding, like, surgery and how things are done there, I'm happy to answer. I've seen stuff happen. I don't know the exact procedures, but I'm happy to answer, like, the environment and what you do. Anyways. So, breach happened on March 12th. Threat actor pulled 100 gigabytes of PID IP addresses, email addresses, credit card details. And Crunchyroll hasn't publicly disclosed the breach, so I suggest you guys reset. What? Crunchyroll hasn't publicly disclosed the breach. That is not good. My complaint is news. Oh, wait, the news does April Fool's jokes? Are you serious? That's kind of... What the fuck? I know Nvidia did April Fools often with like the GeForce card as a flash drive or some shit back when they actually cared about gamers. Lovely. Yeah, the anime site got data breach, guys. In my country, April Fools is so big at some point you could just skip any news outlets for a day. But due to some reasons, few care anymore. Well, sorry. Well, listen. I'm gonna be real with you guys. How many of you guys actually look at news sites in 2026? I don't look at I don't look at most mainstream news anymore. I just don't. Because, like, A, it's always paywalled. And B, it's just like, you know, it's always late. Like, I'm gonna say this. I look at social media for news. I find the first iterations of news show up on Twitter. That's where I find it. That's where I find it most of the time nowadays. In fact, if I want to know about a specific topic, I literally just look it up on Twitter. It's quite literally the place to get news from. When you just like any event that happens nowadays, you'll see it show up political, whatever, political, tech, medical, anything. You'll see people talking about it on Twitter before anybody publishes anything. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, real-time. Hey, Verme, how you doing? Real-time news, exactly. It's so cool. I feel like social media has become the new news. Like, most of these social media people are right. Because people view social media. People also want to make money, so they create news accounts, and they post stuff as it comes in. Now, will some of that news be misinfo? Probably. That's why you check multiple accounts. And later on, you could check the news sites if you want to, but they're so shitty and so cluttered that it makes no sense. I check political news every 3 days or so just in case I miss something. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if it's trending, it's trending, but otherwise I don't really care. Again, we're not a politics-oriented channel, so I tend to stay away from that just as much as possible, just an FYI. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to finding out something new on Twitter, it's there. All the time. Except when Twitter goes down. That's the problem. But yeah, Crunchyroll's data breach. What are you guys... What the fuck is this? Oh, this is something else. Okay. This, I don't know why this hasn't been disclosed. And I also don't know why this has been a thing for 10 days. And I also don't know why credit card details, IP addresses, and everything got leaked. That is fucking insane, guys. And it's also known that Crunchyroll is a pretty shady company in general, so... kind of fair, right? I mean, I don't really see how Crunchyroll wins here. What do you guys think? In fact, it's pretty easy to say that anime piracy right now keeps your data safer than Crunchyroll. Like, going on the random ass torrent site and grabbing your anime, going on is safer than going to buying Crunchyroll. Is fucking, it's so fucking funny. Like, I've said this before. The way to combat piracy is to not try and hit it as much as possible. The way to combat piracy is to make a service that's better, which is exactly what Steam did and why people buy games from Steam. Because it's just a better service than just pirating the games. People still pirate the games because they don't want to pay the money, but like, it's not as popular as just buying the damn game from Steam because it's just a good service. The way to fight piracy is to make a thing that makes it more convenient. Simple solutions that companies and all of the other powers that be don't want to implement. It makes no sense to me. Isn't credit cards details supposed to be stored more secure and not in the same place as IP, email? Dude, I don't know. We have ID leaks now, man. With this age verification bullshit. We have all these ID leaks popping up. In fact, I talked about the age verification shit a couple weeks ago. Why are all these Linux distributions are like, oh yeah, age verification's fine. Like, bro, fuck off, man. get your ID and then just be like, oh, da-di-da-di-da, it's mine. Hold on. If you guys can't... Oh, wait. I found another one. I found another one. Okay. If you guys want tech bro posts, this guy right here is the one for tech bro posts. You guys want another ASMR? I got you. I got you. Hold on. All right. All right, guys. I've seen news that Sweden e-government platform was hacked and leaked with citizen data. Okay. I know a friend in Sweden. One thing I heard is that you know how the US has like social security numbers, right? If you get your social security number leaked, then you're cooked, basically. And in Sweden and other European countries, I believe, they use a public-private key pair. So the public key is stored in the government, used wherever, and you use that government forms of shit, but the private key is with you. I guess if the e-government platform got hacked, then that's kind of useless because you can get the private keys if it's stored there. But it's pretty interesting because let's say someone just steals that number. Okay, it can't do anything without the private half, so fuck you. But yeah, e-government platform. Let me look this up. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Found it. Dark Web Informer. What is this? All right, let's look at this. Of course, this random dude has this fucking cutesy-ass anime profile picture, bro. I mean, to be fair, I'm one to talk, but... Of course, of course. Anyways, let's continue. Let me zoom out. Sorry. Alright, threat actor going to bite to breach has leaked the entire source code of Sweden's e-government platform, claiming it was obtained through a heavily compromised AB infrastructure, which is by a company that works with the government. Full eGov platform source code is the full source code. Swedish government is the most affected party, and notes that citizen PII databases and electronic signing documents were also collected by being sold separately. Staff database, API signing system, RC endpoints, foothold details, jailbreak artifacts, yada yada yada. Disclosed vulnerabilities used in the attack include a full Jenkins compromise, Docker escape. Okay, so essentially they went through the CI/CD. Great, fun, awesome. Citizen databases are sold separately. That's great. Oh my god. Dark web is scary, man. What the hell? Alright, so that was stolen. But yeah, let's read this. This guy, I've seen this guy so many times on my feed, and I'm like, bro, this is a tech bro and tech bro. Alright. Alright, guys, redo it again. iOS 26.4 just broke expectations. JIT. Do you guys call it JIT or JIT? I don't know. JIT is finally working. Shouldn't even be possible. Huge for emulators, sideloading, and advanced apps. But here's the catch. You must regenerate your new pairing file. iDevice Pair now supports RP pairing. JIT now depends on this new pairing method. Everything is still experimental and fragile. Motherfucker, you talked about that over here already in the first 3 points. Why is that here? Okay. Setup. The setup. This is very early. Things may break. Check thread for links. iOS 26.4. JIT enabled. New pairing required. Very experimental. Expect breaks. Oh my god. Hazard sign. Oh, fucking god, guys. Okay, and then and then there's a second post saying do not update to 26.4. Oh, what the fuck, bro? So you have a post saying, oh yeah, iOS 26.4 has JIT now. And then iOS 26.4 also broke side store, so don't update, bruh. This guy is something else, bro. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, here we go. Found it. All right, so what Apple has done is they've activated the age verification stuff for UK and Australian citizens. I think it's Australian too. So remember I talked earlier about the age verification and I said it could be used with the credit card. You could basically just put your credit card in and it'll verify your age that way. That's pretty good, honestly, like as a compromise. I mean, the best thing would be no age verification, right? Having none of it's great. That would be the best thing to happen. But we live in a society and having age verification is unfortunately a reality in some countries, even though it's dystopian as fuck. But you know, now Apple is enforcing it in 26.4. Otherwise, you are going to be locked out of a bunch of shit from your phone if you're from the UK or Australia or some shit. So yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing, which is unfortunate. I dislike it, but you can't argue with Apple, you know? All right, let me just... Dude, like, ugh. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna show the Apple website for the Mac Mini, but I just gotta open up my extension to... You reminded me a while ago, in Japan, an office worker lost a USB that has 460k residence data, like bank accounts details, because they was drunk and slept on the street and lost it. Yeah. I mean, the biggest issue is the weakest link, right? The weakest link within the chain. Whenever there's a weak link in the chain, such as that salary man who has that USB drive, first of all, why is there a USB with 460,000 residents? Is Japan that backwards that they can't use a central server that has full encryption? Okay, fair enough. Oh my god, I just gotta fix this Apple Store location thing. I'm just gonna dox me, bro. Fuck off. Dude, why is Apple such a bitch, bro? Holy shit. Alright. Let's just, close this out. Oops. Yes, close that. But yeah, I can't believe... I know Japan still... I know people still use faxes as well. Again, I've said before, I don't understand why the fuck faxes are used in this day and age. I understand why. I understand, like, you know, the general reason as to why, but... I also don't know, like, why we can't just develop electronic standards that make way more sense. Every year there's a salary man leaking data. Jesus Christ. That's terrible. What the hell? That's so weird. Why? Oh man. Like, I can't explain Japan's ass backwardness with some shit, and then ass forwardness with so much more shit. Okay. Alright. Great. Let me fix that. Again, I'm trying to get the Apple site up without fucking logging some stupid shit. If you guys have anything you want to say, please, by all means. I need to just fix a few things here. What are some examples of really stupid Japanese conventions? We once received some classic spam from foreign number from across the world. Oh, classic. The stamps for illegal documents. Interesting. If I disallow location, what's it gonna do? Oh. I guess that fixes it. Okay. The fuck? Nope, it doesn't. God damn you! Ah, so annoying. Okay. It's not changing either. Alright, sorry guys. I'm just trying to find the Mac Mini pricing stuff, but I just don't want to show the area I live. It's weird. Alright. It worked before. It's not working now for some reason. I don't know why Apple's website is like this. Okay. Okay, that fixed that. All right, now. Then we need to switch that. Why are you in? I'm trying to remember the stuff beside the stamps and the faxes. Me too, actually. I'm trying to remember it as I'm trying to fix this thing as well, so that's even more fun. Why don't you update, you little fucker? Do you guys... Okay. I got a question for you guys that live in the US. What city do you like the most? I mean, I'm personally not a city guy, right? I'm personally not a city guy. But what city are you guys most into? I'm just curious. Pick another store. Let's see. SF was chill. SF was chill, really? I've heard a lot of shit about San Francisco, bro. I don't know. Too broke. Fair enough. Probably Seattle. Really? Seattle? Okay, interesting. I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but Seattle is interesting for sure. Wow. Okay, I guess we're doing this through Microsoft Edge. You can't withdraw money using Japanese debit cards. You have to use a different card that withdraw. What? A cash card? What the fuck? Bruh, that's weird as hell. So I have to carry more cards just to... Why? It depends on what area you go to. Yeah, for sure. I mean, in America, every city does have its own charm. I just find cities like New York and Austin, etc., to have like more stuff in them, which is more fun in my opinion. Seattle is okay. Chicago, okay, but yeah. Okay, that's fine. This one isn't showing anything, so we could use Edge, I guess, Edge work properly. Let me just make sure here. Sorry, guys, I'm just going back and forth. Yeah, oh, okay, there it is. Okay. Shit. Fuck, bro, what the hell? Why is Apple like this? There's no good way to censor Edge. No, there is not. I'm trying to hide the zip code for this fucking... We take a location for your IP address. Yeah, I don't want that. Why are you trying to feed from my IP address? Do I have to use a VPN so you can shut the fuck up? Like, dude, seriously? How is Apple's website bugged, bruh? I don't understand that. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I got a better idea. I'm gonna remove the element. There we go, perfect. Alright. It's gonna refresh when I click. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll run with that. I just removed the element using inspect element. Big brain time. Okay, Mac Mini. Oh wait, I also gotta remove one more thing from there. You do not understand my big brain, guys. Perfect. Oh, most sites have 8 character limit. What? Alright, cool. Does this change? No. Okay, good. Alright, we'll run with this then. Oh, most sites have 8 character limits to your name and passwords. Can't have symbols. Really? Like, this is crazy about Japan. You sure? Our last names are shit like senior and juniors. Tell me about the Mac Mini. Sure, yeah, sure. Okay, sorry. So, when it comes to AI, a lot of people show the Mac Mini, right? Is it good or bad? Oh, Mac Mini is good. Mac Mini is really good if you want a small desktop PC. That's not what I'm trying to talk about here. I'm also trying to talk about like the AI avenue, because everybody's like, you buy a shitload of Mac Minis, you link them together, you run this software called OpenClaw to automate everything. But here's why the Mac Mini is bought. So we buy the M4 Pro, right? The more expensive one. We buy the more expensive GPU because that's what AI needs. Then we buy as much VRAM as possible. So that's 64 gigs. Okay, then I don't think storage really matters. Let's just go with like a couple of terabytes. Okay, and then we don't need gig Ethernet. That's fine. And then forget these. Okay, so we're at $2,799. Okay, this gives you 64 gigabytes of unified memory. So unified, I'm getting to it. 1 second. So this gives 64 gigabytes of unified memory. This is shared between CPU and GPU. So with it working properly, you've got a max of 64 gigabytes of VRAM. Now think about it. The most expensive NVIDIA GPU has only 32 gig. Most of it expensive NVIDIA consumer GPU has only 32 gigabytes of VRAM on it. This means that the most expensive NVIDIA GPU has higher price per gig and less gigabytes because it costs about like usually it's $2,000 MSRP, but nowadays it costs like 3-4 grand to buy a 3090. Oh, sorry, a 5090. You get more bang for your buck with an AI model if you buy a Mac Mini because you get 64 gigs of technical VRAM for a relatively cheaper price. Now, in terms of Zataris' question regarding the Mac Mini itself, let's just go with the straight up stuff. So we go with the M4 chip. Shut up. We go with the M4 chip. With 16 gigs is fine. Then that's whatever. Then I usually get a terabyte of storage with it, but you could probably go for the 512 and be fine. So 512, and that's it. So yeah, if you're okay with 256, which I highly do not recommend, by the way, do never buy any computer with 256 gigs soldered on. Terrible mistake. If 256, you're paying $600. 512, $800. 1 terabyte, $1,000. This is the one I actually recommend. 1 terabyte is always good. I got a terabyte on my MacBook, and it's way better than the old 512 gig one. Much better. And that's it. Yeah, so pretty cheap. The M4 Pro chip is definitely way more expensive, right? This is the one I have on my MacBook. I paid a lot of money for my MacBook, and it was worth all the money. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. All right, but yeah, that's the Mac Mini. It's expensive. It's not like for an Apple product, it's not that expensive. I'm sorry, it's not that expensive for an Apple product. Like that's what you're buying here. For like the best MacBook is the one you get for free by your employer. So true. My employer gave me an iPad that I don't even fucking use. Because I have a Pro. I talked about the Pro in the last stream. That was good. So AI can run on it. I can steal. Do not steal a Mac computer, please. Thank you. AI. Yeah, AI can run on it. Yeah. It's not going to run as well as a GPU, like an NVIDIA card, but it'll run. It's not well. They can remotely disable. Yeah, they can. Yeah, you know all those videos of, ironically, San Francisco, where people are robbing from the Apple store? The Apple just remotely disables those phones. Those employees don't have to do shit. So you should steal it. Yeah, of course. Don't steal, for the love of God. Buy it with your money. AI is an expensive hobby, just FYI. My fucking computer can't even run most new AI models. That's how cooked it is right now. Like, when people talk about local AI, they more so talk about a local fucking server farm in their house that costed upwards of a new car rather than just a general PC or like a higher end PC. I have a 3090 in this fucking thing. And this 3090 is being used for streaming. It's amazing. I love this card. It can run anything I throw at it. But even a 3090 is not enough for running most new AI models. It's insane. See, that's why I feel sometimes. Just pull a big brain founder trick and rebridge. But listen, I know how to solder now. I could just desolder the chips and give myself more VRAM. Honestly, if I have a shitty GPU that I just don't want to do anything with, I might just try that because, like, I'm not doing anything else with it anyway. But they're too expensive to do anything solder related on, and also really, really hard to disassemble. So don't recommend that. Don't disassemble your GPU, guys. Have somebody in China do it for you. I'm kidding. Hot plate is easy. I can buy those from anywhere. Hot plate is easy. I can buy those from Walmart right now, bro. Like that's so close by. Let me hire from China to do it for me. No, don't follow my advice. What the fuck are y'all doing? Why do you... I said don't do that right after I said you could. I make sarcastic jokes. Don't take my shit literally, for fuck's sake. No. Booking my flight, right? You fuckers. You love trolling me, don't you? You love trolling. You guys love making my mental suffer. That's what you love doing. That's what you guys love doing to me. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt, guys. I get bullied. Why am I getting bullied? That's my tip. You. I'm already suffering enough, man. I'm doing my rotation. Nah, you guys are awesome. I'm not actually suffering. You guys are good. I don't want you guys to think, oh my god, I made Bryce sad. Honestly, you guys probably be happy with that. Let's be real. Man, fuck you guys. What the hell, bro? Fuck. I'm gonna get my 48 gig 4090. By all means, get your 48. Get your money up, bro. Get it up. Like, by all means. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. Oh, fuck, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. So, next week, I'm gonna switch back to chatting window. Oh, yeah, so that's what the Mac Mini. But I'm gonna switch back to chatting window. So, next week, my friend, I have a special thing from one of my friends, not a VTuber. My friend gave me some old Pokemon cartridges. And guess what we're gonna be doing on stream? I pulled the soldering iron out again. So yeah, we're gonna probably next week, if the cartridges are able to be delivered at my house, we're gonna be desoldering and resoldering some batteries for the Pokemon cartridges. So it should be interesting for sure. And maybe I'll keep a game, use Pokemon. No, that's not how it works, Hika. And also, that's probably Pokemon Green anyway, right? I don't know. Pokemon Purple. I mean, I know in the Ruby Sapphire series, there's Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, which Emerald is fused with Ruby and Sapphire. I think, is it just Red, Blue, and is there a Pokemon Green? Am I stupid? Hold on, let me look it up. Again, I don't play Pokemon. I have Ruby on my Game Boy. I just haven't played it. I played the Zelda one instead. Oh, Pokemon Red and Green, but there's a blue. There's green. Oh, they were followed by the updated Pokemon Blue and then Pokemon... What the fuck? Okay, so no, I guess I'm wrong. There's Yellow too. Okay, so yeah, there's 4 different first-gen Pokemon games. Interesting. So yeah, I think that's the only one that doesn't have like a I think that's one that just doesn't have a hybridized release. I also think that's because they're trying to get people to start trading properly versus having everything at once. So if you had one version of the game, you could trade one thing and then the other thing. Whatever. Too much shit going around in my head. You know? Too much shit. Pokemon Yellow is definitely interesting, though. I didn't know there were 4 versions. That's pretty cool. I guess, like, one version does one thing. I just know, like, the Ruby and the Sapphire are the... Ruby, again, is the one that I first played. But I haven't played Pokemon in years. I kind of got bored of it, because everybody gets so obsessed over, like, different types of Pokemon. I don't have the mental space for it. I get obsessed about different types of coding languages. Oh, fuck you, Twitch. Why do we have an I can't even snooze. Ugh. So why am I leading to this? Let me just recenter myself. Sorry, guys. I think it's one of those stretch break. Man. I'm tripping. John Twitch. John Twitch has struck again, guys. John Twitch has struck again with the ads. What are Twitch ads even like, man? I wish the ad blockers work properly too, but what are they even like? Are they like shitty gaming ads or some shit? I don't know. I previously talked about how ads don't even make the streamer any money. The thing that makes the streamer money is subs, donations, and sponsor segments. And if you're on my channel, you should be subbed right now. What the fuck? I'm kidding. In fact, donations actually help me more than subbing because Twitch actually takes 50% of my sub revenue. Which is fine, right? That's perfectly fine. Get some Claude ads? Nah. I could. If I get an open evidence sponsorship, that would be fucking awesome. But other than that, no. Like, I'm in the place where I don't really need it. All the donations get reinvested into stuff that I use anyway for like tech purposes, so there's no real benefit to donating. But if you want to give me your money, give me your money. I will use it for good. That's pretty much it. Better than someone who uses it for bad. Oh my gosh. Ad breaks are fun, right? Ad breaks are so fun. Ad breaks are beautiful. I love Twitch with its ads. Dude, I got to actually do stuff on YouTube at some point, man. Like, here's the thing with YouTube. How we use it for good and proceeds stuff. What are you? I'm a giggly human being. I will laugh. Fuck you. I will use that shit for good. I will pay my DigitalOcean bills with your money instead of mine. That's running all of the bots for my Discord server and soon to be this channel. Fuck you. Ad breaks are always 10 out of 10. Thank you, Auth. Appreciate that. Great to know that you're getting entertained by ads and not me. Wow, I'm so jealous, guys. Why are you guys getting entertained by the ads? I'm so jealous of all of you. What the fuck, man? Kind of crazy when you think about it, right? Oh my god. But yeah. Do I have anything else to talk about? Let's see. Let me just check my Twitter feed. See that shit that I had. I still find it hilarious that mods get ads. They do, bruh. It's so dumb. Twitch just wants to siphon all of the money out from you. It's ridiculous. Imagine if, like, it's one of those platforms you speak bad about Twitch, you get banned. Oh my god. And the meta dopamine ads are working. Dude. The meta glasses are... I'm gonna go on a tangent here. The meta glasses are so cool. I'm sorry, they're just really fucking cool. They're the only thing of the quote-unquote future that tech companies want to promise us as... That's like the only thing that seems viable. All of the other shit that's out there of the quote-unquote AR, VR future is just complete BS. The only thing that makes sense is Meta's glasses. That's it. I still want that wristband. Yeah, that wristband is cool. Even though the Wi-Fi went out, you guys remember that? The wristband, the overall thing was pretty cool. I enjoy it. I enjoyed the presentation. I enjoy that stuff. Oh, okay. There's this thing. I'll research. Also, for World Health Day, this is still a work in progress, but I might be having a special someone on in a couple weeks, and we'll be talking about some drugs. So, not the illegal kind this time. We talked about the illegal kind already. But yeah, I might have someone interesting on, someone you might know, and we'll be talking about drugs. It should be fun. Collab would be announced as the day gets closer. Could always use more drugs. I need more drugs too, dude. I need to fucking... Listen. How many apples tall are they? You don't know if it's her. You don't know if it's her. It could be her. It can't be her. I know a lot of people in the science VTuber space. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, what's up? I didn't take... I didn't take my meds. All things can be measured. I know what the fuck you're asking, Xerox. I know who you're asking about. And yes, I will harass her as much as I can. Don't worry. You're okay. I also... You guys know about the Korean beauty product foreskin thing? Like how they're using like foreskin in Korean beauty products or some shit. There's like this article. Wait, what? Oh, you don't? Oh no. Wait, did I just open up again? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I got you. This This is probably a tabloid, but dude, this is so fucking funny. Okay, you guys are not gonna believe this. I don't know how reputable this is, but not the beauty products. Leave those doors. No, I'm fucking opening. Dude, this is so cooked, bro. $650 facial uses Korean newborn baby foreskins. Nah, bro. This is probably a tabloid. I'm gonna be for real with you. Exclusive with Korean is funny. Oh, I'm blocking the chat. Sorry, Monomi's too fat. Monomi's a chubby woman right now. She's not. Okay, good. Very nice. She's tiny. I heard this like from some random ass, like my friend was telling me, you know, they use foreskins in Korean beauty products, right? And I'm like, what? The fuck are you talking about? I don't know if I have no idea if that's actually true or not. Like, don't take my word for it, but you know. Fuck, bro. How did they even source those? How the fuck do you think the baby born snip send it to the beauty product? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if someone tried. I wouldn't be either. Businesses will do whatever the fuck they can to make money. Wouldn't it be bio waste? What do you mean? I mean, you snip, you send it to the beauty companies, they repurpose it, no? I don't even understand what the foreskins would even be used for. What would they even be used for? Also, salmon semen. Okay, that's understandable. I know some products that definitely have those fluids in them. That would make sense, but the foreskin is just weird as fuck. And maybe that's just my fucking desensitized ass thinking that. But yeah. Also, I'm spam clicking my personal music. There we go. It's a salmon semen. Oh, do you know any more about beauty products that you can tell me about? I know what you are, buddy. Anyways. Oh, fuck, dude. Like, you gotta be actually kidding me as to how interesting the chemical beauty industry is. I feel like it's just as interesting as the advertising industry, right? How we talked about that meta model that predicts fMRI. Predicts fMRI readings. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. It's like fucking 12 in the morning. Jesus Christ. So that's also interesting. Dude, I feel like the hardest part about my current life is the fact that I need to flip-flop between sleeping early and sleeping late. It's just like, if I want to actually do something and stay up and have a proper weekend, I have to sleep a bit later than usual. But if I have to go to work, I gotta sleep earlier. It's like flip-flopping. I don't know if any attending here has the same issue, or do you guys just like sleep hella early on in general? I know Lev sleeps like ridiculously early, and I'm like, bro, you're a fucking hag. Next up, they're putting the amniotic sac in beauty products. Yeah, they are. No, not the amniotic sac. They're putting the fluid. They do an amniocentesis. You hear? See, okay, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Thank fucking God. Holy shit. I'm not crazy. I think medical doctors and professors sleep early. Kika is a doctor. He's not sleeping early, bro. This dude is not sleeping early. He's up right now. Oh, man. I guess when you get older, you start sleeping earlier. That's why, but... radiologists are used to the dark. Oh shit. Okay. Question for y'all. Do you prefer the current daylight savings time? Or do you prefer, I guess if you're in the US or anywhere that uses it, do you prefer the daylight savings time, or do you prefer standard like fallback time, what it was like in the winter? What do you guys prefer? What's your preference on them? I've already told my preference multiple times over, but I want to know what your preference is. No preference? Oh yeah, you look in a dark room. Eat daylight. Okay, it's not just me. Okay, so let me explain. Actually, one of my friends told me about the EDT versus EST. So EDT is daylight savings time. Yeah, so we're EDT right now, so Eastern Daylight Time. EST is Eastern Standard Time. So Eastern Standard Time is like 1 hour back. Daylight savings time is 1 hour forward. So Eastern Standard Time is like the actual time, and Eastern Daylight Time is daylight savings time. Okay, so everybody here, most people here prefer either have no preference or prefer daylight savings, including me. I prefer daylight savings. The reason why, it's bright when I go home. I have the sun. It's not fucking dark as shit out when I leave and dark as shit out when I go back home. For the love of God, please just keep it daylight savings, man. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you shut up. You like the dark. You're a fucking vampire. Why are you hissing? You're a vampire, bro. You're actually... Do vampires hiss? I think they do. Never mind. I'm dumb. You don't touch grass. Fucking radiologist, man. Geese do. Vampire. I don't care if you're a geese. You're a vampire, bro. I'm calling you a goose van. You should draw yourself your goostra dressed in a vampire cape with fangs. That's perfect for you. And then just put radiologist at the bottom. Perfect drawing. Hi, goose. Goose guy. All right. Let's see here. Oh God. How many more bookmarks? Any more bookmarks? Also, like, the boards times are rolling around, so my Twitter started to show me board questions now. Right. Okay, nothing here. Nothing interesting. It's a lovely morning in hell and you're a vampire goose. Oh my God. Have you guys seen, like, the new Invincible episode? I don't know. I didn't like it. It was not my cup of tea. I don't know if you guys see Invincible, but not my cup of tea. It's kind of fucking slow act. It was like the first episode I actually started fast forwarding through because it was so fucking boring. Not a fan. Not a fan. They gotta stick with the comics. Those were more entertaining rather than making a stupid ass filler episode. They made a filler episode. Let's be real here. These guys made a filler episode in an 8-episode season. Shouldn't each episode have some sort of action and then maybe some filler in the middle? Why the fuck would you make a filler episode in a season that has 8 episodes? That makes no fucking sense. I don't get that. Anyways. Well, I guess I'm going back to work on Monday. I mean, I can stay up later tomorrow, technically. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow, because I can stay up later. Not much later, but I can stay up a bit later. I don't know what I'll stream about, but we'll see. Or maybe I'll just hop in voice call and Ed Shorts or something. Monday. Yeah, Monday. Sorry, I said the M word. No, my bad, guys. Ah, fuck. My fault. See, now I understand what that means. Now I understand what that means, because Monday with schools, right? Monday with school, it's normal, right? You just go in, you know, it feels like coming out of a weekend, but it's not like nothing too crazy. Monday going into fucking work? Dude, that shit is soul sucking. School Mondays are chill. Work Mondays are soul sucking, bro. Fuck that shit. At least this week for me isn't bad. I have a fun cancer day. Should be chill. Work Mondays are catching up on the shit you probably have done there. Yeah, bruh. Oh my God. You're preaching to the choir here, man. Oh my fucking God. Anyways. It is getting late though. I love the chatting with you guys. You guys are awesome. Love every single one of you. But I think it might be time just to end because it is getting kind of late for me and I need to chill. That's why my office days are Tuesdays. Well, now the Tuesday word is censored. But yeah, so I'm going to find someone to raid. But yeah, wait, let's just keep chatting. It's fine. Tuesday in it with the... No. No British allowed in this chat. No British allowed in this stream. The British should be sleeping. If there is a British in the chat, I don't know what I'll do to them. I'll just probably say hi and then move on. Let's look at software and game development. Is there anyone interesting? Oh, that looks fun. Nah, actually no. This is resume reviews. Working. Any VTubers? Any VTubers? Bro, why are all the VTubers game devs, bro? Where's the non-game dev VTubers, man? Am I the only one? I mean, to be fair, I'm not even developing shit. Mute. Oh, my dumbass is there. Great to know. Okay, I don't think there's really anyone in software. Is there anyone I can raid? I don't think there's anyone I can raid here other than Rixie. I'm happy to raid Rixie. I've raided her a few times, though, so probably should raid someone else. Clonk usually streams earlier, sadly. Yeah. Dude. Oh, AWS Generative AI Wow, that looks fun. What's this? Okay, this dude doesn't speak English. Asahi Kirin? Asahi Kirin? I think I have him. You want me to rate him? Oh, wait, did you hear my... Oh, that was the... Wait, what do you mean, what was that? I have them saved here. Anyone? Okay, let's just do this. Anyone you guys want me to raid? Let's do that. The AWS thing? Oh, this person is doing like an AWS generative AI course, apparently. But it's not in English, so I can't read that. Unfortunately. Let's see. That's the only problem. Yeah, if you guys have anyone you want me to raid, I'd be happy to. Wow, raid King Bry first. Very good idea. God damn it. Do I raid another game dev YouTuber, bro? I don't mind. Okay, I can raid that guy. That guy I want to raid. Did you just make my name into katakana or hiragana, whatever it is? Hold on. I'm translating that. Oh god, why? Cyber Kaida, bruh. Doesn't work for a Twitch name. Cyber Kaida is chill. It is, yeah. Let's just change my name to Cyber Kaida instead of King Bry, you know? We need to get rid of the Bry name. Should make it some random ass. Oh, there's. Oh shit. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Speak English. You want me to rate him? I could. I don't mind. Oh, I was the... You fucking piece of shit. Sure, I could rate him. They're playing Marathon. I mean, you guys want me to rate him? I can rate him. Alright, guys. Should load up. Perfect. I don't know why Twitch hates viewers, but okay. Alright, so... Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my Discord is located within the Discord command. I want to do the WPM study. If you guys can send over your WPMs, that would be amazing. And your ages as well, if you're willing to do so. And also, here are the rest of my socials, right? Posting on TikTok now, I'm posting on YouTube and Twitter and all that jazz. So I do a bunch of shit there. If you guys want to drop a follow, feel free to do so. And I do all these streams every week. I yap about tech, tech, med, and things I'm generally interested in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys in the next stream, probably next weekend, Friday or Saturday. We'll see from there based on how much surgery wants to make me do things. But yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Peace out, guys. Bye.